Hi guys, what's good gamers? Welcome to the Kenya Somali League games. We are finally in the grand finale. It has been a very long journey. We have been on a back-to-back plays from the group stage to the semi-finale, and now that we are in the grand finals, all I can say is we have seen a lot of intense games. We have seen players, teams catching up. Yesterday we had Mercenary Minion trying to catch up, and now that we are in game one of the grand finale, we say it's going to be an interesting night. For all of it, let's go. It's game one. We have Erangel starting. No, sorry, Miramar Knight. Hmm. Okay, awesome. Sorry about that. So yes, game one is Miramar looking at the flight path. I am surprised that we already have our teams that have decided to exit this early and probably take on this lower side of Miramar. We have, of course, teams that are going to head on to El Pozo, where the flight path is ending next to Ruins and Trailer Park. Miramar, like I said yesterday, has become one of my favorite maps to watch as people play because of how people are choosing to engage in early fights, how teams are basically not taking L's. Actually, for yesterday's Miramar game, there was a total of 17 teams, I believe, around the third zone. That is when now teams started losing fully. But when the game was starting, they lost at least one player, two players, three players, but not a full team. And it was quite interesting to watch all that happen. And then we had now Secret Jean taking the winner chicken dinner on that Miramar game. That boosted their scores to the grand when we were having the overall ranking. So for tonight, I don't know if that's going to be the same case, but if Miramar is going to be a slow map for everyone. But if it is, well, we're here for that. Just sit back, enjoy this live stream. Just make sure you've liked the live stream, share it to your PUBG mobile communities, the Somalis, the Kenyans, Nigerians, whichever community you come from, and let's enjoy these games because honestly they're quite interesting, and I've been enjoying them from the word go. We have to give, of course, a shout out to our sponsors. We have Galaxies and Innate Bravo as the sponsors for the prize pool in the Kenya Somali League Games season one. It is because of them that we are here having the production and also the prize pool that is $500 that the winning teams are going to enjoy. That is position one, two, three, plus the MVP. And then for the beautiful production, of course, we have to give it to GPE for putting up this beautiful, beautiful live that you guys are watching right now. So let's get to it. Let's see which teams are going to be taken back to lobby early, or which team is going to take the winner chicken dinner. We have a fight already taking place. I can see Focus Esports, Team Execute, the two invitees from both countries. Focus Esports is from Somalia, and then we have Team Execute is an invite team from Kenya. It seems like San Martin has at least, yeah, it has both teams, that is EXE and Focus. And we can see another team almost next to the same place, that is the Chosen and Secret Gene. They're the same place. So we definitely see a fight happening there. Looking at the southern part, we have Attack on Titans, Blacklist, VIP. A good amount of teams are already there. So, of course, we're going to see a fight there sooner or later. If it's going to be from the first zone, looking at Lakaberia Trailer Park, we have also a team there. We have a good amount of teams that we also have here in Picado. That is the team Sicarios. Yes, team Sicarios are the ones in Picado. We have the VIP team here also. I cannot see any team right next to them, so probably they're going to have a sort of slow game here. For their team, remember this is the grand final. How your team performs in these last games of the night, that is the 5 games in total, is going to decide, is your team going to be taking a part of the prize pool, or will you be trying again next time? Also, I have to give it to you guys, the people who have been viewing the live stream throughout. Thank you so much for joining us and enjoying these games. We really appreciate you guys. For those who've been supporting in either way for the live stream, to continue, we also appreciate you, and hoping to see you guys more when we play against maybe more regions in the near future. But as of now, let's enjoy the Kenya Somali League games. We have Tycoons Esports enjoying their loot here. Zone is about to start shifting. And of course, as the zone starts shifting, that means the fights will start taking place. Team Execute seems to have retreated from Focus Esports. They got their revive, but unfortunately, they went towards the chosen and they have just lost the first player to be taken out of the game. That is one of the EXE players, Frozen. Unfortunate for them, but GG's there. We'll see how it will play out for EXE. I don't think it was part of their plan to lose a fight this early or maybe engage this early, seeing that they are trying to maybe find a ground and improve their score. Let's just wait and see. We had the Mass 9 Union yesterday really trying to put up a fight. So I believe, knowing how they take their fights, we are going to see them trying to survive as much as possible to get more points for their team. So let's just wait and see. But we can see the chosen here yesterday. They did get one winner, Chicken Dina. I don't know if it's going to be part of their plan to get another win tonight, but if it is, we are going to be here to see it and probably enjoy that beautiful fight, because Miramar is a good map to watch. A lot of fights happen simultaneously across the map, and we'll try and see if we can watch as many fights as possible. But as of now, it seems to be a slow game. People are not really pushing each other. People are playing patiently. They don't want to push, which is fine. Totally allowed with how they are trying to keep up with their scores and how it's going to work out for them at the end of the day. Uh, we have the Attack on Titans, also a good team. They have tried to survive before. I think the semifinals, we had them getting at least two wins. For the finals, we are yet to see them at their best. But probably we will sooner than later. We'll get to see more of Attack on Titans, and probably give them their credits, because we've seen Gray doing a good fight before, engaging in good 1v1s, taking a clutch initially during the group stage here in Miramar. I saw him take on a team with a DBS, so I'm guessing his favorite gun is the DBS, something that I used to not say usually, but now I don't say it. I used to ask people if you can sign a petition to remove this gun, the DBS, from the game, with how intense it is and how it gets knocks so fast. But then when you watch PMGC, PMWC, a lot was happening. People are playing with the DBS. Teams are being wiped out by the DBS, the S12K, the S1, basically shotguns. And then I just came to understand this might just be the best thing that happened to players, be it in the competitive scene or even for the victors that are trying to create some content for themselves. And we're yet to see it happening here in the Kenya Somali League games. Of course, we've seen it maybe once, or not once or twice, but a lot of times we have seen this fight happen with the DBS, and I'm expecting to see more of that happening here. Which team is this? Ocean Stars, another good team. We've seen them also surviving back to back, trying to make it to the top, but sometimes they're caught up maybe by fights outside the zone. You can see now they're receiving some damage as they try to make it to the zone here. That means there's a team that is right next to them, and making it to the zone might just be the right thing to do. As of now, it is the grand finale. 5 games to go tonight. We are in game 1 out of 5. That is Miramar, and losing might not be the best thing for your team. Honestly, even if you're not going to win, the scores that you show at the end of the day, people might just look at that. What did your team do out of the total 15 games? How many points did your team get? Did you guys get one point from the 15 games and ended up with 15 points at the end of the day? Or maybe you tried your best, 10 points, 5 points, but not 0 to 1 point. Let's see, Focus Esports here. It's spotting. Oh, beautiful spray from King, but we do not have a knock yet. He still tries to get a knock happening here, but the players from the team SICARIOS are trying to retreat. Body is down. You can see the cover fire there from the teammates, but it is not working. Error is down. Beautiful spray from New Unique. Unfortunately for him, Actually, fortunately, he gets a knock, and the players from Focus Esports are trying now to change their location because the Team Sicarios players are right in front of them, and I don't think they want to lose as of now. I believe as of yesterday, they are in position 6, and they need to get better, I believe, for their community because they were the invitee for their country. We have here Ocean Stars still waiting on the players from Focus Esports, Mikey Retreats, and also the players from Ocean Stars Retreat Easy with the beautiful spray. We have a knock. Nice and TC Easy and Swashi getting the players right in front of them, taking them back to lobby. That means at least 3 teams are here together. It's Focus Esports, The Chosen, and Ocean Stars. Probably, no, actually, they're not even there yet. But Team Sicarios was trying to get maybe to survive here against the Focus team, that is Focus Esports. But luckily for them, the Focus team decided that they are not going to engage in this fight, seeing that a lot of teams were now trying to third party this fight. There will have been at least 4 teams in the same place. But they did make the right call. TC Swashi, beautiful knock, and the fast. Oh, nice. So Ocean Stars are not having a good day here. With game one, you can see they have been surrounded literally from every corner. Different teams are joining the party. Team Sicarios also facing the same pressure, but then TC putting up a fight, taking on Team Sicarios, taking on Ocean Stars. Nades are flying in. We have a beautiful nade here from the Team Sicarios. Nice. Doesn't get a knock. It's fine. But you can see he's trying to cook up more. TC Easy getting nades thrown towards him. Mahir does not give up, still cooks up more nades. But then Focus Esports, they need to be careful. Focus Esports is right next to them and probably will be seeing something happening there sooner or later. But let's wait and see. Probably not as much as we thought is going to happen, but let's go. TC waiting on the players from TS. We have a good nades getting thrown. We are yet to see any knock happening yet from either of the teams. But TS, that is Team Sicarios, have been receiving a fire from different angles from TC, Ocean Stars, Focus Esports. They have not been having an easy time here in Miramar, but luckily for them, they did get a compound that they can hold and they're safe enough to continue, with the game. We have also Attack on Titans taking on the hate team. But if you can just see what is happening here, Focus Esports getting closer, where we have the players from the Chosen. TC Easy immediately spots the players getting closer, and he decides to actually do some sort of flank here. Because if they're not careful, Focus Esports might be third parting them sooner or later, which might stop them from getting at least a couple of knocks here from the team that is right next to them. But let's get it. Team Hate, unfortunately eliminated. Focus Mikey, TC Easy there with a good damage. We have a nade getting cooked easy. We need to see those easy nades. Oh, Swashi gets knocked there by TS. That means that Team Sicarios does see the players from the Chosen, even as they're engaging in a fight against Focus Esports. Probably they are going to be at a disadvantage with the third parties, but let's just give it time and see how it's going to play out. Mercenary Union is still in the building. We have seen they're lost. But looking at the Chosen, they're trying to go towards their knock teammate. But then Team Sicarios is trying to put up the pressure. TC Easy gets pushed. Mahir there right in front of him. Cooks up another nade. How many nades does Mahir have? He has been cooking nades from the word go. But then TC is also cooking up another nade. Focus Esports is watching all this thing as it happens. They're not engaging, but the damage there on TC Easy forces him to retreat. And we have another nade getting cooked by his teammate. We're not seeing any nades connecting tonight. Oh, it connected. Beautiful nade from Abdallah. We have a knock there on the TS players. Punisher is down. And that will definitely fuel TC to get a push up in here. TC Easy, ready to get a push going on. Nades are coming in. Smokes are out, trying to cover their teammates. Nice there. TC Easy gets another knock. Mali Boy is down. A nade gets cooked. Oh no, this is not going to be easy. TS Bashir is receiving a lot of pressure. Focus Esports getting closer. TC is also getting pressured. Abdullah is down. They're trying to get a push here. Mahir gets knocked. TS Buddy, being the only one remaining from his team, now has to do an impressive fight, or else this will be it from Team Sicarios. We have a push there. Nice spray from Buddy. Fast knock. Buddy, let's go. The name is nice though. You have to get to Buddy. He spots a TC Easy, trying to get some damage there. Focus Esports helping them, and just like that, TC have been taken back to lobby by both Focus Esports and the Team Sicarios. And for Team Sicarios, luckily for them, one guy remains, that is TS Buddy. Otherwise, he would have been taken back to lobby with the amount of fight that was happening right there. And so we have to give it to them. GG's there. TYC engaging against Rexcode, but then again we have a team with a fight with a third party. Blacklist joining the fight here. Even Jinx is enjoying the knocks here on the Rexcode, and now the team that is receiving the pressure. Initially it was TC. Now it is Rex Squad. Rex Zeno here, just right next to his teammates. Of course, they do not know what to do as of now, either to retreat or engage. That is up to them. But you have seen at least 4 teams here. We have Blacklist, Jinx, and TYC together with the Rex Squad. And we're going to see probably... Okay, Rex Squad decided to retreat, but we're about to see something happening here between these teams. Let's go, Rex Squad. TYC and lives to fight another fight because the players here from Rec have decided to retreat, so nothing is going to happen here. Mercenary Union taking on the GST team. Zone is closing in. The damage might just get higher here for the teams that are outside the zone. We do not want to see people losing their players to the zone. That would be quite unfortunate. But let's give it time. We never know. GST are getting to lose their teammates here to Mercenary Union. And they have been taken back to lobby. Oh, that's interesting. So that is it for them. And let's check out here Rex Squad trying to make it to this zone. A couple of teams have already been taken back to lobby. At least 3 teams. And now we have 15 teams remaining. Zone is already in stage 4. Yes, Miramar is a big map. But then again, as the zone shifts, so does the damage increase. For the first time in the Kenya Somali League games, we actually have a lot of teams, more than one team taken back to lobby as the game begins. But usually we have them surviving for a very long time. So I guess maybe the strategy is changing. People want the kills, or people want the position points. They're trying to get as many points as they can. $500 is on the line. Will your team be getting at least something? Last player from Team Sicarios, that is Buddy, seems to have been taken back to lobby. And that is it for Team Sicarios. TYC players here trying to make it to this zone. We get to see what is going to happen here for TYC. They have been surviving for a while and making it maybe to the top. They won a winner chicken dinner during the semi-finale. That made them go directly to the finals. We are yet to see a win from TYC in the finale, but we have a Blacklist player there getting a knock on TYC mood. They need to get their revive now. Time is running out. The zone is about to shift. They might just lose some of their players to the zone. We have a second knock. Blacklist players are not letting TYC shift to the zone without some pressure here. They have at least lost 2 players. So for TYC Smith gets knocked, Blacklist players can literally see TYC right in front of them. That is crazy. That is one good view that they have here. Seeing the TYC players as they're retreating. So that's actually interesting. But let's go. TYC trying to get the revive here. Zone is closing in. The damage might be too much for them to make it. But TYC Butcher still insists on getting a revive on TYC Smith. I don't know about them, but the zone might not let them survive here. We have players from Secret Gene getting knocked here, thirsted by the zone. Players from Mercenary Union still surviving. Like I said, for Mercenary Union, it seems like now they are really trying to catch up. They're in position 4 as of yesterday, and they need to get more points to make it at least to the top 3. Well, let's wait and see. Let's give it time. Mercenary Union puts a team right in front of them there. TYC Butcher gets taken by the zone. Same to TYC Smith. That revive was not really worth it, and they have lost their fight there for game 1, Miramar. We have Ocean Stars, players from Secret Gene right in front of them. Nades coming from Curry Boy. Cooks up more nades. Do we have something happening here? Do we have a Kobe? Nice earphones there. Velks is down. He cooks up another nade. Do we have another knock on Secret Gene? Oh, not if Secret Gene. Sorry, do we have a knock on Jinx? We get some damage. Nice. We have a second knock here. Let's see how it's going to play out. They get their thirst. Let's see how it's going to work out. Let's go. We have 1 player remaining. That is a Jinx player top. And he has gotten the revive there on his teammate. Now he has to go and push here. LTD joining the party. Fighter happening. Putin is down. Oh, Putin. You need a win so that you can smile, no? But Tops has been taken, but it's not be quite unfortunate. The players there from Jinx have been eliminated, and we have now Blacklist taking on the team Unlimited. A lot of damage on these players. A lot is happening here. LTD receiving the pressure. Commander getting knocked and fasted. Beautiful nade flies in. Noti is a grenadier. We have seen that before. We have a Kobe from Noti. He can hear the players getting closer from Blacklist. He can feel the pressure right now. Let's go. Arman, Putin. A lot is happening. Nades are flying in. Beautiful nade. We have some damage here on Blacklist. And then we have a push. LCD is getting pushed directly. We have Putin waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake right next to him. But Blacklist players, the damage they're receiving is quite high. Nice damage there on Noti. Arman gets Noti. Seems like the DBS is not working here. We have a second knock. LTD. LTD have just been wiped out by Blacklist. And the zone is closing. Of course, if it's closing now, it might be a little bit tricky for the Blacklist team to make it to zone. We have the Dark Knight Stalkers waiting for them right by the edge of the zone, waiting for someone to cross towards them. And then maybe we will see a fight here, stopping them from making it to the zone. But let's go. It's going to be quite interesting. Here, what is going to happen? Oh, Secret Jin losing to the zone? Nah, I don't think that was part of their strategy. But we can see Rex squad here engaging a fight against Focus Esports. Nades there. We saw the Kobe. Rex Zeno is down, and that was a beautiful nade. Quite satisfactory, to be honest, to watch it happen live. We have Rek Hamo there. Tessa trying to cook up a nade. Let's go. Tessa gets the nade cooked up. Let's see how it's going to work out here. He doesn't really. If he changes his mind, tries to smoke out the place, but DNS spots Rek Tessa, and just like that, DNS takes up the players from Rex squad. They have been taken back to lobby, so GG's on that. We have now exactly 5 teams remaining. Zone is closing in. It's going to become intense by the minute. And if people are not safe, or maybe somewhere in the zone that makes sense to them, they might not just survive this. Well, let's go. Nade gets cooked up. Attack on Titans. Kelly has a nade there on Masna Union. Oh, it lands. Lost is down. They need to move now. The revive might not work with how the zone is quite damaging. Attack on Titans, even for their team, they're outside the zone, and they need to focus on making it to the zone as of now, because you can see the pressure they're putting there. The Masna Union player is very low. The zone might just take him. He might not heal up. And just like that, Mercenary Union have been eliminated. Quite unfortunate there for their team. Dark Knight Stalkers took up the zone earlier, made it to the zone on time, and that is what saved them, because now they're stopping teams from making it to the zone. It is working out. We have 4 teams here. DNS, Attack on Titans, Focus Esports, VIP, trying to get the revive there and then knock to teammates. They have literally split across the zone here. We have a team on the upper side, lower side, left, right. We have literally everyone. But VIP, they have been taken back to lobby. We have DNS, CR7, MVP there, getting a knock on the players. He's definitely trying to get a fast here on Tony, but he won't be able, because we can see Klaus has gone immediately to get the revive on their knocked teammate. For now, Focus Esports should probably cook up nades and put the pressure on DNS as they try to revive their teammate. But that's not how it's going, is it? Jeez, look at those nades from Attack on Titans. DNS players have been knocked by 1 grenade from Focus Esports. Attack on Titans getting a push here on DNS, but then what just happened there is that they have been saved by Focus Esports while they were getting their push here on their team. So Attack on Titans should probably tell Focus Esports thank you, because that would have been their last straw on that game. And now we have Focus Esports going for that push. It's a 2v2 between Focus Esports and Attack on Titans. Sorry. What is going to happen? We have their CR7 leader flank with a vehicle. We've seen CR7 getting MVP. We have seen how many kills he got as of day 1 in the finals. I can only imagine how many kills he gathered up from yesterday. But he can spot there the focus of players. The outside zone, Moon Baby has to make it to the zone now. But then you can see people adjust that Ben Baby has been spotted there. One of his teammates has been knocked. That is Mikey. And for the other teammate, he is the only one remaining right now from Focus Esports. Baby has to engage in a 2v1, and they have spotted him. Look at the damage. Attack on Titans is not letting this guy rest. They need 1 grenade or the vehicle. It works, and they can take this guy back to lobby. You can see how they're trying to spot him here. Molly flies in, and just like that, beautiful Miramas finally come to an end, and that is it for game one. That was quite interesting, to be honest. But congratulations to you, Attack on Titans, for that beautiful winner chicken dinner. It was a nice game to watch. We thought that DNS was going to get the win, to be honest, and seems like times changed because now we had DNS being taken back to lobby, Attack on Titans enjoying those wins there. It has been quite interesting, but then congratulations to you, Attack on Titans, for that win. I have really enjoyed that game on the finals zone. A lot has happened for sure. People have third party fights. People have gotten grenaded. Focus Esports with the beautiful nades, getting Kobe's on the teams that are right in front of them, and it was a good thing to see. And but unfortunately, they did not get their win. Their teammate there was taken. The zone was shifting. The pressure was there. And for the last player, that is Baby, it did not happen as planned, and he just lost the winner chicken dinner to Attack on Titans. So GG's to you, Attack on Titans, for the winner chicken dinner on game one, and that is Miramar. I have enjoyed, to be honest. It was a slow Miramar for the first time. KSL usually Miramar is kind of short, but for this time, people did actually take their time. They did not engage in fights without thinking about it, and we were there to see it. We were there to enjoy it, and yeah, it is what it is. GG's to Attack on Titans. Looking at how they performed as a team, you can see their No Face got 9 eliminations. Awesome. Getting a damage of 825. We have Kaylee there getting next. A good Grenadier, by the way, with 4 kills and a damage of 619. XYZ with 0 kills, Gure with 2, and the damage there, 212 between Gure and then damage from XYZ 42. Quite interesting to see that, but we've seen No Face with how he was taking the fights there in the final zone, so that does make sense for him to get those 9 points. Looking at how many total points teams got from this game one, that is Miramar, we have 25 points on Attack on Titans, Focus getting 14, so I believe that might have pushed them a little bit higher because they're in position 6. That might have boosted them. DNS there with 9, Blacklist 7, Tyne with MU, and then every other team with 6, 5, 4, 4. The margin is not that big, so probably they might catch up sooner or later, and that is what we want to see here in the grand finale. Checking on the match MVP, we have Attack on Titan player No Face with 9 eliminations. We have seen how he has gotten those eliminations from the final zone. That is when they became a little bit active and engaged in a fight. And then we have the damage as 825 there from No Face. So GG's to you, No Face, on that fight and getting the MVP title from your team. We have total eliminations from Attack on Titans 15, and then Focus Esports with 8. Not a big margin, but they have almost tied in terms of damage dealt with just a margin of around 90 something. And then we have the damage, the knockouts from AOT as 12, and then Focus is 10. So basically Focus or AOT, either of the teams were somehow equally leveraged, almost getting the winner chicken dinner. But then Focus Esports just missed it in the last fight when the zone became the last thing that they wanted to battle in the last fight. Looking at the most eliminations tonight for game one, we have No Face with 9. Highest damage, we have Bendo Baby 993. Grenadier 2 eliminations, again Baby longest elimination. We have Kelly with 348, and then top traveler we have Rek Tessa with 2,633 meters traveled. Now GG's to you. Let's just have a view of the overall ranking. Oh, okay, so Focus Esports has already moved, but then Attack on Titans just came closer to Mercenary Union there with just a margin of 1 point. How interesting is that? Looking at Secret Gene with 125, Dark Knight Stalkers 125, Blacklist 118. So Secret Gene, Dark Knight Stalkers, they have a lot to do. They have tied up in terms of the overall ranking, and that position 1 is looking shaky right now. We don't even know which team is going to be there between the two of them because the margin they have left everyone else is quite big, but Focus is getting closer here with the 72, almost getting to position 5. And we'll just see. We have to watch every other game that comes in, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next match. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, guys, to game two for the Kenya Somali League Games grand finale. We have just finished game one, that was Miramar, and we had a beautiful run. We had a lot happening there, and then Attack on Titans there doing their thing, getting their win. And now that game two is about to begin, let's get to it. Okay, we are here, and that is in Erangel. Another nice map, by the way. I don't play anything apart from Erangel. But anyway, everyone with their preference. Just looking at the flight path coming from Georgiapol, from Republica, sorry, all the way to Georgiapol. And this being Erangel, we have seen a lot of teams tending to land around Zebrani, Yasnaya Poliana. Skull, not really, but Milta Power, Novo, Military Base, those are usually the landing spots we've seen so far in Erangel. But now, looking at this flight path, it does not go where we've seen people going. So let's just say this game too is going to be a little bit different, and we are here for that. We, at the end of the day, want to see which team is going to be taking the lead by the end of tonight, because after tonight, the $500 unfortunately leaves the pockets of the owners, and it will be going to you players for the teams that are going to win. So for the team that is going to win, I'm just going to tell you in advance, congratulations. For the rest, also congratulations in advance. But otherwise, if you're here in the live stream, do the usual, like the live, make sure you have subscribed to the channel and share this link to your PUBG mobile communities and tell them to come join us as we play the Kenya Somali League Games grand finale. Seeing how people have landed, we have a good amount of teams around this Naya Poliana. You can see Attack on Titans. We have VIP around that same place. We have Team SICARIOS and Blacklist going towards Rozok. Team Execute holding Puchinki as a solo. So luckily for them, they won't be engaging in an early fight as of now. But with a time, of course, we are going to have people going towards Pochinki if the zone decides to go towards that side. But a good amount of teams have not even landed in the zone. They're outside the zone, so probably they should loot up real quick and then join their teammates. In the fights that are going to be not teammates, but the other teams that are going to be engaging in fights in the zone. For them being outside might not be the best strategy as of now. We have a push. Oh, DNS and Deadly and Blacklist players have said that they're not going to stay here any longer. They need to find a place where they can loot up more. And that's exactly what they're going to do. DNS and Deadly, a clan, taking each other down. Seems like Jinx joined us only as a duo, and they have Team Unlimited right in front of them. That will be a fight transpiring there sooner or later, seeing that only one person from Team Unlimited is here, and then everyone else from LTD is across the road. But unfortunately, we just made it here a little bit late, and Deadly Esports have been wiped out by the Dark Knight Stalkers. When we saw the results, Secret Gene and DNS are still tying. Even though they did not get a win, they did not win that game, but the tie on the points is very dangerous. Anything can remove either of the teams from that position. Either of them can go above the other or below, or we can have the teams from position 3 and 4 joining the party up there. Well, let's just wait for 5 games. Being in game two, it's a good margin for people to catch up at the end of the night. Team Sicarios taking on the blacklist players there. Seems like they did get a push there when we saw blacklist changing their location. They went towards the place where we have Team Sicarios. And we can see Scarface is down. He's getting revived. That is totally okay. But I'm wondering how Team Sicarios made it there in the first place. But for Jinx, a lot has to be done here. Team Unlimited right next to them. Probably a fight will happen there. By the end of maybe the next zone or so, they'll be forced to push each other if they want to shift where they're holding as of these games. But let's get it. Let's wait and see how this is going to change for either Jinx or Team Unlimited. We have here Noti trying to get a push towards their players here. We have a nade getting cooked by Jinx. Oh, luckily for Noti, he decides to retreat. But that nade would have been a beautiful pre-nade if he went in without thinking. That would have been a really, really beautiful pre-nade to see. Well, let's go. Team Unlimited. Another team that I thought are going to perform good, but to be honest, they're not doing that, and I'm not sure why. But I had some of them from their team complaining about their ping. I'm not sure why they're affected by the ping, but we do apologize on that. There's nothing really we can do as of now when it comes to that, because I believe the issue was already fixed initially, but is unfortunate. We do apologize, guys. Team Unlimited still waiting on Jinx and looking here at Focus Esports. India's Naya, Poliana, they have a team right next to them that is VIP. Neymar trying to retreat. Neymar is an interesting player. He does some few things here and there. Sometimes I wonder if he understands what is happening right next to him. But let's go. So we have Team Unlimited getting closer to Jinx. Kali smoking up the place, trying to get a push happening here. Are we going to have a push or even maybe an intense 1v1 or 1v2? That's what we want to see. Jinx plays down. That means only one guy remains. That is Chops. Nate flies in, tries to dust him, and that leaves him as a solo. And now he has to do a 1v4. Aha! UMP in hand, waiting for someone to make a mistake. He's patient, that's for sure. Chops is waiting for that push. We have a fast knock there. Beautiful knock, tries to get a fast. He does not. Switches the gun immediately, waiting for someone to get a push happening here. We have the players getting closer. The damage is on. He is low, and Tops has been taken back to lobby. I believe he was trying to maybe get a Thursday on his first knock, but it did not work out. And for Jinx, that is it, unfortunately for them. They joined as a duo, and that means that they were disadvantaged even when it came to the fight when they were engaging against the Team Unlimited. Look at that Secret Gene here. Secret Gene players, how are they doing? They feel great for sure. Being the team that is already leading, they can smell the $500. I mean, I can smell it. I'm not getting anything from it, but I can smell the $500. Yo, anyway, for the teams that are not making it there, someone made a joke and said that if you look from position one to position five, six, how many Kenyan teams can you count? Well, jokes on you, my friend. There is a Kenyan team right there, you know. There's a team there, and they're trying their best to make it to the top by the end of tonight's games. You have Team Execute just scouting around Pochinki. Like I said initially, there's no team that is right next to them, so they have some gap to maybe move around, see what they can do. They did not have anyone disturbing their peace. This might be the best time for them to loot up very well. The meds, grenades, smokes, mollies, ammo. Be ready for that fight when it comes to you. But it's cool. Probably they are satisfied with the loot that they have as of now. Team SICARIOS, second team to be taken back to lobby. Quite unfortunate for them. For the previous game, they did put up a fight and survived a couple of fights between TC and Focus. But for this game, that is not the case for them, and it is really unfortunate happening on their end. Jinx, Secret Gene still holding the same compound. Team Execute might be going towards them. You can see the Execute team, the tags are getting closer where we have the Secret Gene team, and we'll have a fight. We have someone there with a DBS, also going to be interesting. Second time, we have the TYC and Rex Squad fight. Awesome. Go Team Focus. Let's go. I guess that's your favorite team. It's okay. Do I have a favorite team? I am not picking a team because if you pick a team, it doesn't perform. So for now, I do not have a favorite team. So let's see how it's going to work out between TYC and Rex Squad. They're just looting up peacefully, waiting for someone to make a mistake from the Rex Squad, and we'll have a push from TYC on the Rex team. Let's wait and see. For Rex Squad, for the grand finals, I don't know if you're going to see more of them waiting patiently like we've seen them before, or we're going to have them just going back to lobby early, because they've been having two types of gameplay. Either they go back to lobby early, or they make it to the top three and engage in the final fight just by holding the right compounds. We have a team that is also getting closer to where we have TYC. We can see them passing by. And of course, nice damage there from TYC Smith, getting some damage and wreck everyone. We have Focus Esports taking on Attack on Titans. One of their players, King, has been taken back to lobby. Attack on Titans players right in front of them. And we will see a push here sooner or later between the two players. You can see Attack on Titans are trying to get a flag. VIP joining the fight. This is going to be interesting. This third party has become the trend in the Kenya Somali League games. Looking at Blacklist, Hate Esports, we have TYC in Shelter, Rex Squad right in front of TYC. So basically, four teams in the same place. And where we saw VIP, we saw Focus, we saw AOT, and now we can see the VIP players taking on the players from Mercenary Union. That means they have encountered each other, and it's going to be really interesting. Demon King is down. VIP taking on Mercenary Union. They're moving them from their slot. MU is a few points away to making it to the top three. But if they lose this game, again, they might not make it to the top three. Focus Mikey holds up a nade there. Do you have a pre-nade, a beautiful Kobe? No, we did not, but the players are trying to get close. The smokes are in, trying to get their knocks revive. Attack on Titans, still putting up the pressure, trying to get closer. Mikey cooking up a nade. We need a Kobe, man. We need Kobe's. Mercenary Union receiving the pressure here from VIP Neymar, cooking up a nade, and you can see the players from VIP surrounding them, getting a push happening here for Mercenary Union. They need this wipe, otherwise they are going to lose a couple of points again, and maybe VIP taking them. Nice knock here from Lost. We have a knock in the fast. GG's there. Prison is waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake. Looks with the FPP gets some damage here on the Mercenary Union player. They're still receiving the pressure. They're trying to go back there up to the next floor. Luxie cooks up a nade. Do you have a Kobe? No, we do not. But we have the Master Union players cooking up a nade. It is a Kobe. But if that nade landed in that room, two players will have been down. VIP players alone. Nice nade. We do not have a knock because, the players are moving. They're not stagnated in one place. Neymar cooks up another nade. We have a Kobe. Mercenary Union, the pressure. Look at them moving back to back, trying to find how they're going to survive. Nades are literally being thrown from every single corner. Another push is about to happen. The DBS, the Bison are in play. Nice guns. They do a good job for people who don't know how to control recoil. Bison, yes. But let's not talk about that. But Mercenary Union waiting patiently for the VIP to get their push here. Neymar cooks up another nade. Do you have a Kobe? He throws it to stairs. Oh, not a Kobe. But for focus, they take it on the AOT there. You can see the Kobe's back to back. Neymar. What happened? Oh, Prison there gets up with the S1. Mercenary Union wiped out by VIP wanted GG's. We have attack on Titan players. He also putting some pressure on focus. Nate's getting cooked. Nice. Beautiful nade from you, Mikey, and we have Gray as the only one remaining from his team. Capable player, yes, but he's surrounded from every single corner. But he says, nah, that's not happening tonight. And Attack on Titans have also been wiped out. Damn. Team Unlimited losing players also there to the DNS team. You can see they have knocked and Thasted and Noti. They were for the first part of the game. Team Unlimited were the ones engaging in the first fight. They took a team back to lobby that is Jinx. And now the karma has befallen them. LTD getting a knock here, trying to get a Thast. But unfortunately, the DNS player Tony just got there on time, and the Thast could not be registered by the LTD player. Excuse me. But there's supposed to be something happening there. Unfortunately, he was outnumbered. We cannot see the player, the teammates are next to him. So things are definitely changing here. They need to maybe go closer. But let's see. DNS scouting again. We have CR7 trying to scout out the place. He's going towards where we have the LTD last player. Waiting on that guy. CR7, previous finals day one, he was the MVP. We have Mkali here changing his location, retreating because he's the only one remaining from his team. Look at that spray there from CR7 getting good damage on Mkali. Luckily for him, he makes it out of there on time and he does not get knocked. So GG's on that. We have also Rex Squad that doing their thing there. So fights are about to happen. DNS Tony still pushes Mkali. Look at that spray, beautiful spray. Dark Knight Stalkers player Tony does not disappoint. The spray was on point. It gets that knock immediately, and Mkali is in lobby. GG's. Hey, esports still waiting on the blacklist players. The TYC were also in shelter, and then we had the Rex squad also closer to them, so probably something was happening there, and there's nothing they can do as of now. But let's go. Hate Esports are waiting. TYC is still at the same place. I don't know about Rex Squad. I don't know if they're the same place. We have a push there. Hate Demaria misses that baggy by a small gap, but he's still getting pushed, and now he's going for that push. Oh, he's not. He's going back to his teammate. VIP getting the push there on focus. Hey, we have to talk about the focus wipe there. They did a really good job when they were engaging in that fight. GG's focus. Let's go, Mikey. Takes up a nade. Do you have a Kobe? Do we have a Kobe from you again, Mikey? Neymar, the teammates are getting closer. Mikey still cooks up a nade. They have moved on time. Otherwise, that nade will have gotten at least two of the players. But let's go, focus. Baby cooks up a nade. These two players have been surviving for some time for their team. This is not the first time we have seen them surviving this long, and it's something we have been actually enjoying to see. Their synergy is really good when it comes to focus esports gameplay in the last zone. Mikey and his teammates still trying to cook up nades. We have the VIP wanted team right next to him. Things, of course, might change if he's not careful. One of them might be knocked, depending on how they take this fight. Focus Mikey or Focus Baby. When the person is knocked, that is it, because they're just a duo. He'll be knocked and casted immediately, putting the teams there at a disadvantage. Well, let's go. Bender baby. Still waiting on VIP. Smokes are flying in, not a nade. We have a team creeping in. Goons Elites. We can see them coming closer to where we have the VIP team. We might see a third party fight sooner or later. Depends on how things are play out between the two teams. But let's go. Oh. Team executes, taking up a fight here. Nades are flying in. Secret Jane already has one player down. That is a Karab. Three players remaining. They're at the top as of now, from the scores we've seen from the overall ranking from game one. And we are yet to see, are they going to take out Team Execute, or Team Execute will be taking out Secret Jane? We're here to see it, so let's go. Let's see how this plays out. Team Execute waiting patiently. I think the grenades are not enough for this fight. Otherwise, we'll have seen a couple of nades coming from Team Execute towards Secret Gene or vice versa. But as you can see, none of the Team Execute players has nades in their backpack, even mollies, to engage in this fight. Well, let's see. Ex-wife, they're flanking. Nice thinking here from Team Execute. Trying to distract Secret Gene. Going closer. Oh, look at that DBS. It's a knock in the fast there from Skrr. He's not taking any else. Nades are coming in from Secret Gene. Of course, Mize with his nade here gets from the players from Secret Gene, trying to cook up a Kobe here. He can hear the teammate from the other side. Oh, what is that DBS there from Skrr? Trying to get a push there. He has been damaged. Mize. The players from Secret Gene waiting patiently. A nade from Frozen. Oh, it gets his teammate. What an unfortunate encounter now. The players from Secret Gene might have an advantage. They're away. Oh, Frozen gets another nade. He actually redeems himself after getting the knock on his teammate. And now that leaves only one guy remaining right above them from Secret Gene. Will it work out, or will Secret Gene go for that push? Team Execute getting closer. X5 throws something in there. Oh, flashbang. Let's go. They're getting pushed. Not even Karab. Kazuz gets the damage here. Gets a knock there from Jakku. Gets EXE's Krr. But then since EXE has outnumbered the Secret Gene, and they have been taken back to lobby. GG's. Yo, that nade will have caused some trouble between the players. It will have caused something that maybe we wouldn't have expected. And luckily for them, they did survive and it did work out. And probably maybe saved them a lot of talks. Let's say it that way, not arguments, talks. That's agree. But let's go. Rex Squad, Ocean Stars. Nades are flying in. We have more Kobe's tonight because that seems to be the trend here in Erangel. We have another nade getting cooked. Rex Squad receiving the pressure. Ocean Stars. Nades are still flying in. Rex Squad also trying to cook up a nade. Oh, that was close. Rex Zeno gets knocked by his teammate. Wreck everyone. What is not happening to you guys? People are taking out their own teams. That is quite unfortunate. Well, let's go. Rex Squad still hooks up more nades. Ocean Stars. Oh, another team passes by. TYC scouting the area, trying to see how they can maybe have an advantage in this fight. Maybe third party, but that doesn't seem to be part of their plan. Nice nade. Hemo is down. Kari boy with the nades. Another nade getting cooked. Tessa might just be the next victim on that nade. That is getting cooked there by Kari. Is it going to be another Kobe? The net is getting cooked, prepared to take down someone, but who will it take down? Rex Zeno has been tested. We have a revive there on the red players, that is Hemo. Tessa and everyone now have to get to redeem their teammate here. This is the smokiest place I've ever seen. It's like a hot box. Nades are still flying in. Ocean Stars players getting knocked by DNS. We have a third party. DNS is third party in this. Tony, Mr. Tony with the grenades. Show us focus. Nah, it doesn't work like that, please, my friend. But the nades there from DNS, Rex Squad getting the pressure. Ocean Stars getting the pressure. Nades are still flying in. CR7 the beautiful nade, almost getting everyone. Oh, how? It's about to be one of those fights that if you're not careful, you might just be the one receiving all the fights from both teams, and you'll be the sandwich in the party. Not the sandwich, the meat in the party. What have I said? Tessa tried to get the push there. Ocean Stars getting the revive. Tessa decides, I'm going for that push. Molly is up, goes for that push. He says, you're not losing this. Beautiful damage from Tessa. They are missing the shot here. Hey, Tessa, what? What was that potato happening right there? That guy, if he had HP, he would have taken down the players from Rex Squad. That is for sure. Focus Esports have been taken? Huh? We have DNS getting closer to where we have the Rex Squad players here. Damage, of course, they're trying to get some damage to the pre-fires here, but it is not working out. DNS closing in. They're trying to put some pressure on Rex Squad so far. They have lost 2 of their players. Tessa is down. That leaves only Hemo as the only one surviving from his team. Will this work out? DNS goes to that push. Rick Hemo waiting patiently. Oh, nice. DNS Klaus uses some thinking here, decides to go up the roof there and spots the last player from Rex Squad and takes him back to lobby. Zone is getting smaller. Rex Squad has been taken back to lobby. We can see teams closing in. Guns Elite are almost here. Oh my days. This is going to be one of those lobbies where the last zone is very intense, that if you do not have enough smokes, you might just regret that. You can see Klaus here having more smokes than grenades, and that, I believe, for the last zone might be very, very helpful. Team Execute taking on the TC players, taking them back to lobby. You can see VIP also joining this party. Mise gets a nade thrown here, but we do not have a knock on the VIP player. Luxi, that is right in front of him. The damage there on this player. Mise is down. Team Execute receiving the pressure. A lot of fire coming from both sides. That is Blacklist are here joining the fights. We have VIP getting knocks on their teammates. Mise is already down. 3 of them still remain. 1 is damaged, of course, because of the fires coming from literally everywhere. Ex-wife, VIP is out to have ex-wife taken back to lobby because they can literally try to test their knocks. VIP QZ getting closer. DNS Klaus comes from the back, takes out the Blacklist players. Oh, Blacklist. They're the ones now getting third-partied. They were enjoying the fight between Execute and VIP, but now we have them getting a third party. Team Execute having the VIP players right in front of them. Getting closer. We have seen him playing the DBS. Now he's cooking up a nade for us. We have a Kobe from US QZ done. Nice nade. That's what we call a Kobe EXE. Nice play from you. Nice, beautiful Kobe. And now Execute have some time to maybe get a revive on their teammates with at least 10 seconds remaining to make it to the next zone. They need to focus on that as of now. That was a good one. Good stuff there from EXE. Let's see how it's going to work out now. Zone becomes smaller. Teams are now getting closer to each other. The pressure is increasing. If you're not at the right place, there's nothing you can do other than just fight your way to victory. And that is exactly what is going to happen in the final zone. We have DNS taking the damage on GST, and GST Black has been taken together with his teammates. And that leaves just, not even GST, he's on one remaining. I'm not sorry. The rest are around. That was TYCM confusing with GST. And now we have just a Team Execute. We have Guns Elite, DNS, and Blacklist as the only teams remaining in the final zone. DNS Klaus gets closer. Let's go. So DNS is so far a trio. That means that the players from Blacklist have been taken back to lobby. Team Execute, Guns Elite, and DNS are the only teams remaining as of now. They need to fight their way to victory. GST Fox is down. Beautiful knock from ex-wife. We have a push there. DNS Tony gets knocked. Team Execute is going literally everywhere, trying to get a taste of everyone at this point. They're pushing every single team. DNS, GST, trying to get those kills. They're going back to back, and that is what we're expecting to see. EXE, ex-wife goes for that push. Mize is down. Nice knock there from nowadays. EXE is losing this to the GST players. They have their teammates knocked. Two of them remaining. GST has only one guy remaining. That is Cones. He can hear Skr cooking up a nade. We have a Kobe. Skr patiently waiting. And the nade is down. He damages himself. And we have Cones getting that knock, trying to get the task here. And that is it for EXE. Skr. Unfortunately, DNS third parties the fight and takes out the GST team. One player remains from Team Execute and one player remains from DNS. Frozen versus Tony. Nice damage there. And just like that, game number 2. Quite an intense final zone fight between DNS, Team Execute, GST. That is really interesting, but let's go, let's get it. GG's to you, Dark Knight Stalkers, for that. Congratulations on that win. Team Execute engaging a fight against GST, DNS, trying to get everyone, trying to maybe get some knocks on every single team, trying to take others back to lobby. Might have worked because they did get a couple of knocks here and fast, but then unfortunately GST got some of their players, and then we had the DNS having just one guy remaining, taking out the last player from EXE, that is Frozen, as is trying to cook up a nade. I mean, that final zone was just a beautiful fight to see. And now looking at the winner on a chicken dinner starts for DNS. We have CR7 with 5 kills, a timing class, but then for the damage, class gets 746, and we have CR7 getting 588. Tony, who doesn't have a lot of kills, by the way, has only 4 eliminations, has a damage of 700, and then we have Pato there with 246 damage with just 1 elimination. So congratulations to you, Dark Knight Stalkers, for that. That was a really good fight coming from them. A lot of pressure for sure because of how EXE was moving around, confusing people, trying to see how they're going to maybe get something happening there. And yes, it did happen, but unfortunately, they did not get their win, and then the Dark Knight Stalkers won. We have DNS getting 25 points for that from that game, so I believe the margin there between the players from Secret Gene, who got at least 2 points, the margin has been created between DNS and Secret Gene. We have EXE catching up, adding 19 points to their scores, GST getting 12, we have Blacklist with 10, VIP and the rest just getting closer. There 8, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3. People are basically trying to catch up, but it seems like it's not working out for everyone. It is the grand finals. Everyone is trying to get as many points as they can, but for the Dark Knight Stalkers, they have gone directly for those points, and they're getting to create a margin between them and Secret Gene. But we're just in game 2, so let's not speculate. Let's not assume. But let's go. We have EXE Frozen with the MVP here in the second game. That is Erangel. EXE Frozen getting 6 kills with a damage of 438. We have seen him trying to get the win there for his team in the last fight, but it did not work out, and it's totally okay. But at least for the MVP, he's the one who took the most from his team. That is Team Execute, Kenya's invite team. We have the Dark Knight Stalkers, Team Execute there. The invites, total eliminations from DNS is 15. For EXE, it's 13. The damage from DNS and the EXE is around 100. That is not a really big margin. You can see how much damage they have dealt throughout the game. 2,000 is a lot. That means they were really trying to fight here. EXE carrying the most knockouts with 10. And DNS is 9. A lot did definitely happen. We saw Team Execute back to back, trying to get as many points as possible from this second game. Most elimination, we have EXE Frozen getting 6 eliminations, highest damage 1093. We have EXE Skr, grenade eliminations, Focus Mikey, longest elimination GST Fox, and the top traveler as TYC Smith traveling 2506. meters. We have seen now EXE finally coming up there. You can see two of their players with the highest damage and the most eliminations coming closer. Interesting because Skr did get those Kobe knocks. We saw them, the two of them taking VIP players back to lobby. So the damage is definitely expected from EXE. Skr for the most elimination. That is it. We have given it to Frozen. And looking at where everyone stands as from that game, we saw that coming. Dark Knight Stalkers having a total of 150 points. Blacklist there with 128. And then Secret Gene with 127. The margin has been closed. Secret Gene has been moved to position 3. And we have DNS in position 1 with 150 points. Look at that margin. Attack on Titans coming 5th with 90. MU has been moved from their 4th position. With AOT, they have been really trying to gather their scores, and that is exactly what we have been doing. EXE also coming up in position 7 with Focus at position 6. Well, I can say that for game 2 has been a really interesting game to watch, to be honest. You have seen how teams have third-partied this fight, how they've taken the fight, and now that we're going to game 3, let's see which team is going to take the win. BRB. Okay, we are officially back for game three in the Kenya Somali League games for the grand finale. And it has been quite interesting. So now that we're headed to game three, we want to see which team is going to take the win. Our tables have been turning in the last fights, especially in the last zone. So I'm going to say I won't predict a team that is going to win from the last teams that remain from the game. We're just going to wait when it comes to the end because things are changing. And now let's head into three. All right, we are officially in game three, and that is a Sunhawk map of the snakes. But before we can see where the players land, let's give a big shout out to our sponsors. That is Ocean Galaxy and N8 Bravo for sponsoring this event. That is the Kenya Somali League Games and giving us the beautiful prize pool and the production that has been produced by GPE. We thank them so much for all this. And we could have not done this without them. So let's get it. Let's look into a game three that is Sunhawk and let's see how it is moving. Flight path coming from the sides of Lakawi all the way to Hartin. Of course, teams have gone to the places they feel are safe. In the map, we have seen at least some teams catching up. DNS, that is the Dark Knight Stalkers, have created a really big margin between position one and two in the games. Position three himself, that is a Secret Gene, was in the leading, but then from the previous game. They lost their slot to DNS, having a whole margin of around 20 plus points because DNS is at 150 and then the other is at least 127. So that is a really big margin having been created by DNS there on the Secret Gene team. But other than that, let's have a quick look at how people have landed in the map of Sunhawk. We have a good amount of teams. Next to Tatmok, there we have Focus Esports, we have Ocean Stars, we have Hate Esports. All of them almost in the same place. So of course, we're going to get an early fight happening there. Sunhawk is a small map. Fights do happen a little bit earlier compared to every other map that is Erangel and Miramar. But let's go. How you guys feeling there in the comment section? Just make sure you comment how you are and which team you see or feel is going to win in the Kenya Somali League games. You can also comment your favorite team so far. We have seen Focus fans tonight. We have not seen the DNS fans, but DNS has not disappointed us from the word go. They have really put up a fight. They have really done a good job. And we have to give it to them because the margin they're creating between every team that is next to them is becoming bigger by the minute. Looking at Hate Esports here, closer to where we have Ocean Stars players. We also have Rexcode losing players to LTD, TYC, and Mercenary Union. You can imagine how many fights are happening concurrently. Looking at DNS. Team Unlimited is right next to them. We saw Rexcode engaging in a fight there against LTD. And LTD have managed to take them back to lobby. That leaves only DNS having to go against a Team Unlimited. Mercenary Union getting closer to TYC, taking one of their players back to lobby. That means now they are now down at least one of their players, leaving just three of them. That is Smith, Butcher, and Mood. Going to be an interesting fight here in Sunhawk scene. Teams are losing players, fights are happening, people are not ready to take these fights, and $500 is on the line. This is the last day you can get to maybe push your points to get something, even if it's as the MVP of the Kenya Somali League games. We have DNS here getting a push on LTD. Naughty with the fast knock, beautiful knock there with the DBS. The CR7 player coming close with the DBS, everyone holding the DBS, and Team Unlimited have been wiped out by Dark Knight Stalkers. Another team has been taken back to lobby. The game has just begun. And unfortunately, they're not surviving. So GG's on that. We have Mercenary Union and TYC right next to each other. Mercenary Union player Prison trying to get a push here on the TYC team. Let's see how it's going to. Oh, TYC Butcher waits patiently and they get their knock. They're taking him back to lobby immediately. A Demon King trying to get closer to his teammate, trying to get maybe some cover to get maybe another knock since already one of the TYC players has been taken back to lobby. Nice pre-fire from Demon King. Gets his knock there on TYC Butcher, takes him back to lobby. Mood is also down. One player remains, that is TYC Smith, having to do a 1v3 versus the Mercenary Union. Shotgun is out. And TYC silenced by the shotgun. GG's to you, Tycoons Esports. And now we have Mercenary Union 4 points ahead. Let's say that has actually boosted them and how they are going to perform in this game three. Looking at the zone, it is shifting. Players that are far away from the zone need to get closer to the zone so that they can at least have some room to fight and maybe get some points for their team. But let's see how this works out. Ocean Stars, Hate Esports, closer to each other. We have a Focus Esports right above the hill. They are probably going to third party. Their Hate Esports player Kevin is down, taken back to lobby immediately. Ocean Stars are going for that push again on another Hate Esports player, Abdallah with the DBS. Nice knock there, fast second knock of the Hate Esports. Taken back to lobby. Hate is now down two players with only two players and now remaining from their team. So let's see how that is going to work out because things are not looking good for Hate Esports. Ocean Stars are trying to get the push yet. They have to be careful though because Focus Esports, like I said, Focus Esports is right above them, and Mikey gets his knock there on the Ocean Stars. A player probably might be able to get a task, depends on where the knock has transpired. But Hate Esports has an advantage right now. They can easily retreat, avoid this fight, but maybe they want to take it. I'm not sure. But if it is part of their plan, they need to be stealth about it because Focus Esports has joined the party. Ocean Stars has finally gotten the revive on their knocked teammate. We have a nade there getting cooked by King. Okay, it's not a Kobe, another nade getting cooked. It is still not a Kobe, but the nades are still flying in. Ocean Stars receiving the pressure. The nice leader is low, and we have a nade there getting a leader, but then he got his knock there on one of the focus players. They're trying to get some cover on their teammate. He is down. Ocean Stars is also down a player. The nades are also starting to fly in. Hate Esports is getting closer. Ocean Stars will be sandwiched sooner or later by these teams. Ocean Stars sees the focus players right in front of them, takes out the DBS. Oh my days. It's the DBS, guys. That is the gun to use. He takes his knock there, risk gets a knock here on the focus players, and takes him back to lobby, changes his position immediately because he's trying to be sneaky with it. Focus Esports getting closer to him. And let's see how this is going to play out. Interesting. DBS is now out to play. Ocean Stars putting the pressure on Focus Esports. Two players down from Focus Esports. Ocean Stars is a trio still surviving, so that's a good look on them. They can easily get more points for their team and will probably help them survive this at the end of the day and boost their scores. But let's see. Blacklist are taking on Jinx. We might have a fight here sooner or later. Jinx taken back to lobby also for them. That is too early, but there's nothing we can do. We can see from the map that a couple of teams are outside the zone, far away from the other teams. And with this zone shifting, they might not make it on time if they do not start moving now. It might get damaging and they might start getting knocked outside the zone one by one as a team. So they have to see how they're going to survive on that. But let's get it. We have a risk here with the DBS. The man with the trying to do risky things because what he did, to be honest, waiting on the players from focus to pass and wait for the last guy and take him back to lobby. You can say that's camping, but we can say that's strategy, man. Because what was that? He patiently waited for one person to make a mistake, and he took that person and took him back to lobby. That is really good coming there from Ocean Stars. Focus Esports just trying to retreat here, but what they do not know is one of the players from Ocean Stars has actually flanked them. Focus will have a surprise there, but we have Hate Esports here being pushed by the Ocean Stars players. They exposed their location. Risky coming in the DBS. Demaria, oh! Nice DBS knock there. People are still trying to push here, but the DBS is in play. That knock was too good. His teammate has been knocked and thusted immediately. That leaves only one of the players from Hate. I thought it was Mikey, but it's Demaria. He's getting knocks. Look at Ocean Stars. Two of their players have already been knocked there by Hate, Demaria. One person remaining. Go. Haibo. The DBS. Finally, in the Kenya Somali League games, we have witnessed a wipe. Hate Esports player Di Maria was good. Waits on the focus player King to get a push there with the FPP. Hate waiting on the stairs there. We have King going closer. We have a knock again from Hate getting another wipe. Second wipe on another team that will be focused. Let's get it. This is really interesting coming from Hate Di Maria. Let's go. He's really putting up a fight, to be honest. He is now becoming the shotgun master when it comes to the Kenya Somali League games. Maul is offline in. He can hear the players getting closer from Focus Esports. Goes for that push, gets a fast knock. He's damaged. Hey, look at Hate Esports player Di Maria does two wipes on two teams using the same gun. That is the DBS. Whoa. He wipes out exactly two teams using the DBS. Oh my god. We have just crowned our DBS player in the Kenya Somali League games. VIP seems to be taken back to lobby here. Their turn for the third game has officially ended. They have two more games to go. That is game 4, Erangel or Miramar, and game 5. So let's get it. But yo, Hate Esports player Di Maria, what are you on? What is that wipe? What have we just witnessed happening between the Hate Esports player there? That was really good. Too good to be true, but luckily we watched it live and we can say it is actually true. And it did happen here in the live stream. Damn. Ah, hey, we have to give it to that guy. We have Attack on Titans of players here. Kelly is damaged. Seems like there's a fight about to transpire right now. Uh, there's a team that is also really far away from the zone. They need to start moving as soon as possible before they start losing their points there to the zone. We have Team Execute also making it to the zone there. They're safe. For the teams on the upper side of Sunhawk seem to be safe with how the zone has decided to take the upper part as their safe place to be in. Attack on Titans waiting patiently on Hate Esports player Demaria, the man that just did a wipe. But what he doesn't know is that there's a surprise waiting for him right in front of them. They have of him. Sorry, he has to be careful because Attack on Titans is patiently waiting. Them. I am still trying to remember what I just witnessed there from the Hate Esports player. That was really impressive. That's all I can say. That was really impressive coming from him. The DBS was on point. That fight was really, really good. Blacklist players here. Next to them, we have Team Execute crossing the bridge. Sooner or later, they might be forced to engage in a fight against the Blacklist team. But let's wait and see. Probably won't be happening right now. Depends on what Team Execute's strategy will be as of now when they're crossing this bridge. They're waiting. They're waiting for someone to come cross, maybe another team, and surprise them. But what they do not know is that there's a surprise also waiting for them there. Sooner or later, they'll have to engage in a fight. But let's go. Blacklist is patient. Look at that team. What is that patience? That is patience you don't see a lot in the competitive scene, but that patience is too good to be true. Blacklist players there getting knocked. Team Execute goes for that push. You can see the damage trying to stop them from making a push here, but they're not getting stopped because you can see how they're going. They're flanking, changing their position. X-Wife also changing his position, choosing not to expose himself. Huh. So EXE is not going for that push? Okay, no problem. I thought they were going to go for that push after they got that knock, but it seems like that was not part of their plan as of now. And we have a team getting closer to them. That is a Team Sicarios. We have EXE, Team Sicarios in the same place. Probably a fight will transpire there sooner or later. So let's just wait and see if it's going to be now or later. When EXE decides it is time to engage in a fight, Blacklist seem to have been able to get the revive on their knocked teammate. Attack on Titans, they're getting a fight on the deadly team. We can see only one guy remains from their team. Ex-wife trying to make it to the zone here. Blacklist players scoping them out, trying to see if they can spot them. But Hate Di Maria, yo, that is a man who will live to be talked about in the Kenya Somali League games because that was really, really good coming from him. And we have to give him that. TC getting closer to Mercenary Union. TC is a Mercenary Union. We might have a fight happening here sooner or later. Ned's getting cooked. Mercenary Union is just a duo remaining. They'll be forced to engage in that fight right now. TC Cola down. Oh, Mercenary Union. TC Easy cooks up a nade. Demon King tries to get a knock here, but this doesn't work out. He goes outside because that nade might get him. We have a push there on one Kuz. The players from TC are getting closer. DPS is out to play. We have one Kuz trying to do a Demaria type of situation. Doesn't work out. He gets knocked, and that leaves only Demon King receiving a lot of damage. And TC takes out Mercenary Union, taking them back to lobby in game three. Mercenary Union is no longer catching up. What is not happening to these guys? Team Sicarios holding the bridge here. Team Execute, nice spray from Mize. We have TS Maliboy is down. Let's see how this is going to play out from Team Sicarios. We have Mahir, we have Punisher, we have Buddy in the same place. Mize gets knocked. Good cover there from Buddy. Where's Team Execute? They're getting closer. Team Sicarios trying to smoke up their knocked teammate, trying to go close to maybe get the revive. And might work out, yes. But will it be enough? Team Execute is just watching this from afar. Zone is closing in. Teams are getting in the zone. Fights are about to get intense. We're about to have a lot of third-party fights happening. We're about to have a lot of people exposing themselves to fights. Maybe they did not plan on engaging in these fights, but Sandrock being a small map, third-party fights and engaging in fights maybe you're not planned on engaging in is something you're supposed to expect when playing Sandhook. We have Team H player here, Di Maria. Spots the DNS team. He's patient, by the way. He is a patient player. You can see how he's taking up the fights. He's choosing his fights. He chooses when to expose his location and when not to expose his location. DNS, the Dark Knight Stalkers team that is currently leading 150 points. I don't think anyone is going to close that margin sooner or later. We have Blacklist still in the building. They have a chance of closing that gap if they get a good at least 30 points from this one game. DNS sporting a team right next to them. Hate Esports player Di Maria getting pushed here by Attack on Titans. Beautiful damage, but unfortunately he's outnumbered and the guy has been taken back to lobby. We have now Team Hate have been wiped because they had only one guy remaining, that was Di Maria. He fought for as much as he could, but it could not take him that far being a solo with teams literally everywhere in Hawk. The guy has been taken back to lobby. We have the Chosen here just beneath the bridge. We have Blacklist players waiting at the same place we left them. Team Execute also where they shifted to. They're still at the same place. So probably a fight will transpire there sooner or later. Attack on Titan player Kelly is down. That means DNS is finally engaging in a fight against the players from Attack on Titans. You can see the damage. They're trying to thrust this Nox player, but the team has decided they're not leaving their guy out. They have carried him nice piggyback thinking, and they have taken him to zone, trying to get the revive so that they can be at least a good number to engage in a fight and work towards the winner chicken dinner. But that was really good there. We have to give it, to be honest, to Di Maria. I hope the team does take this guy and talk to him and ask him for some tips, because that DBS will live to talk about it. We have Attack on Titan player XYZ trying to get some damage on DNS. Nades are flying in. Attack on Titan player Gray is down. DNS Tony has been spotted. Nice spray from XYZ. He gets more spray. Good damage here on the DNS team. But unfortunately, the teammates are not close up. But we have more knocks have been registered there on the DNS team. 2 players are down. Klaus and his teammate TR7. Other ones remaining. The zone is closing in. The revive might not work. And you can see the amount of damage TR7 is getting right now from the zone. He's trying to heal up as he makes it to the zone. But then the zone is shifting. Attack on Titans getting to stop the players from DNS from making it to the zone. They have said, no, we are not letting you guys take that win. CR7 is damage. Kelly, this is Kelly, right? Yes, Kelly just jumps on him with a DBS and takes him back to lobby. So 2 teams have been disadvantaged by the zone that is Attack on Titans and DNS. We have the Blacklist players now have room to close that gap between them and the DNS team. TC players taken back to lobby by some of the players being taken, by the Blacklist team. Quite interesting, to be honest, what is happening here. TS player Buddy has been knocked and casted immediately. We have to give it though. TS, they have tried, they have survived this long, That's a really good play coming from them there. We have Team Execute waiting patiently. Ex-wife looking at this fight happens right in front of them. We have the Blacklist team right in front of them also. And EXE, two of their players are down already, leaving just ex-wife as the only one survivor from his team, with just 5 teams remaining. Team Execute is currently outnumbered together with the GST player, who is a solo, and the Deadly team player. The zone is about to shift. People need to secure where they want to be. The zone is pushing everyone to go closer to each other. Ex-wife might be trying to make it to the zone quite open. His teammates are getting bleeding out. They're about to go back to lobby, and he'll be seen as a solo for the rest of the match. Deadly Arnie right beneath where we have the players from TC. Blacklist is still trying to do something here between the Deadly players and the players from TC. Ex-wife and Deadly swimming together at the same place. Aye, they're just saying hi to each other as they swim, because there's nothing you can do there. You cannot fight while swimming, and that did, of course, make them expose each other to the players from Blacklist. Ex-wife trying to make it to the zone. The zone is about to be damaging. Ex-wife might be taken to the zone. Last player from GST has also been taken back, so they'll be same to Ex-wife. 3 teams now remain: Deadly, TC, and Blacklist. Blacklist being a full team, they can easily get the revive on their knocked teammate. We have TC there as a solo, Deadly as a solo. His HP is low, he has to heal up. And for TC Easy, he has to figure out how he's going to maybe get out of the water and engage in a fight against Blacklist. And now that Blacklist knows they have outnumbered every single team that is remaining, they can do nothing other than just choose to go for that push. TC Easy gets knocked. He is spotted and is taken back to lobby by Blacklist. One guy remains, one team. That is from Deadly, and that is Deadly Arnie. The guy is a kid. I'll always say that. Arnie is a kid. He's the only one remaining from his team. Might be forced to either lose to the zone or engage in this fight. Either way, he has no other choice but to go towards the Blacklist team. They're patiently waiting for him. Everyone trying to spray, trying to see if they can spot him. Deadly Arnie getting damage. He's out. And unfortunately, he's a solo. And there's nothing he can do. Just like that, Blacklist have been able to close that margin between them and the players from DNS. Okay, DNS, Blacklist, and Secret Gene have been fighting for that place. And now for game 3, we have seen Blacklist finally, almost, we can say just almost, catching up with the team for DNS. We'll see in a few, but that was a really interesting fight. That Sunhawk game was too heavy for some teams, especially in the final zone. They had been forced to engage in fights that they did not plan on engaging to, and I'm guessing the tension, the pressure from the teams. We had, I think, 3 solos there remaining. We had Team Execute Play Ex-wife, we had Deadly Arnie, we had TC Easy. That was a really heavy game for these solos. But let's just have a look at the Blacklist players' team stats. We have Scarface there, 5 eliminations together with Shu, getting a damage of 802. That is Scarface. And we have Shu with a damage of 420. We have Emperor with 3 kills, and then Arman with 2. Emperor with a damage of 456, and then Arman with a damage of 261. Seems like Scarface did really put up a fight for his team. We saw a lot of knocks coming from Blacklist. We saw them taking knocks on EXE, TC, and that made them have that much damage. Looking at the overall, Blacklist gets 25 points. That's a really good amount of points that they're going to use to catch up to the players on DNS, because they only got 9 points from that game. We have Deadly coming up there with 9, AOT 8, Chosen 7, and every other team follows there. You can see literally almost everyone has 5 points taken from this game, and the rest is 4, 2, and 1s. But that was a really interesting game. Blacklist decided to catch up with the players from Dark Knight Stalkers, and that is exactly what they have done. They have caught up, and they have given themselves a good margin to work with. Maybe they're thinking of taking the position 1 from DNS. We are not sure about it, but if they are, they're getting closer. They have 2 more games to show for that. Looking at our MVP from the Blacklist team, that is Scarface, getting 5 kills with a damage of 802. good stuff there from Scarface. Like I said, they were trying to really stop the players around the bridge. It was Team Execute, the Chosen. They're really getting a lot of damage happening on that team, and we can get that is where the damage comes for Scarface with the amount of kills he got. Looking at the eliminations Blacklist has gotten from that game, they have 15, with DNS having 8. A good margin in between those two teams, yes, but in terms of damage, they almost had the same damage because DNS did engage in a couple of fights, but then Blacklist leads in terms of damage 1,939, and the number of knockouts from Blacklist is 7, with DNS having 8. They did really engage in a lot of fights. We saw a lot of things happening here back to back from these two teams. So I definitely understand how it ended up with them almost having the same damage dealt. For this game 3, we have the player with the most eliminations with 5 kills. It is Scarface. Highest damage, Scarface again with 82. Grenadier, with a grenade kill, you have Arman from Blacklist, longest elimination. Team Sicarios player Mali Boy, and then top traveler with 4,062 meters traveled. It is GST Fox from the Goons Elite. We have seen Blacklist players here. You can see how much they have done in that one game. They did not move a lot, to be honest. I can get why they're not in the damage or the total travel, sorry, because they did not really move a lot. They held one compound throughout the game. And looking at the overall, I thought oh yes, they did catch up. Only a difference of 6 points between Dark Knight Stalkers and Blacklist. 6 points is a good amount of points. They can easily catch up that from game 4 and 5. Depends on how they play, but DNS position 1 is looking shaky for them. Secret Gene still holding there in a position 3, but Attack on Titans is closing the gap. It's not a big gap. They can close it if something happens to Secret Gene players during the 4th and 5th game. Together with Master Union, they have room to catch up for the position 3 slot. Seeing every other team, they have also improved their points, and we are loving what they are doing as of these games. Well, that has been it for game 3. We have 2 more games to go. Do not get anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, we are officially back for game four in the Kenya Somali League games. Finally, that is the grand finals for these games. That means you only have two more games to go, and we can crown our position one, two, and three for tonight's games. I see a question there from Fox Takuliza kwa game. For now, let's get ready for game four because it's becoming interesting. It seems like Blacklist wants to remove DNS from their position one. But we're about to see what is going to happen in the next game. That is game four and is about to start in a few. So let's get started. Okay, let's see how this works out for a game one, a game four. That is Erangel again. We have just come from Erangel in game two, and we saw how that happened for a lot of teams. And we had EXE almost winning, we had GST almost winning, but then it did not go as they had planned. And a lot was just happening in that game. It was really intense last zone fight. But looking at the flight path coming all the way from Georgiapol going towards military base and Novo, this flight path seems to be the ideal flight path for the Kenya Somali League games because we have been having teams landing in military base. In Georgiapol, we have a lot of them going towards there. We have a team in Milta Power. Pochinki, we have a lot happening there between those teams. Red Fox umeniuliza Mitch able to pay tips, unataka tips za nini juu sijui unaulizia nini. But yes, I can see one team there saying DNS on top. Definitely, they have not been disappointed. But then Blacklist is coming in hot and they want to take them out of their seat. That is in position one. The margin is not that big anymore, and Blacklist is almost closing that gap. So for DNS, these last two games really need to be done carefully. The IGL needs to sit down and strategize well because if it doesn't, the Blacklist team is coming in hot and they'll be taking that win from them. Seeing a team here that is already in Georgetown, we're going to expect a fight here between Focus Esports and a team that is right next to them, that is Mercenary Union. Finally, they are close to each other. We're going to see this fight happening, and we'll see between Focus Esports and Mercenary Union which team has the higher, the upper hand when it comes to 1v1 battles. But let's just wait and see. We are going to see probably either of the teams is going to make a mistake, either Focus or it's going to be Mercenary Union that is going to make that mistake, and then we'll have an early fight. People losing to the zone. Maybe people landed far away from the zone. We have Jinx there and Secret Jean in a fight. They're also losing their players. Break Squad and the team SICARIOS are now pushing each other. We can see Malibu there trying to cook up a nade. Tessa going for that push. The nade goes towards Tessa. It does not get him, but the damage is definitely there. Tessa trying to cook up a nade. Do we have a Kobe from you, Tessa? The nade flies in. Nah, we do not have a Kobe. But let's see how this works out for his team. A lot is happening. Let's go. Nade's still flying in. Mali Boy is still at the same place. Tessa is really damaged. Same to Hemo. We have a fast knock there. Mali Boy gets Hemo, takes him back to lobby immediately. Rek Tessa trying to do something here for his team. Gets a knock there on Buddy. He's really low. The players from the Team Sicarios are receiving the pressure from Rek. Kinudia cooks up a nade. It goes directly towards Mali Boy. Beautiful nade there from Kinudia. Cooks up another nade. We have another knock from Rek Squad getting the players from Team Sicarios. A lot is happening there. We have here Jinx and Secret Jean engaging in a fight. We have seen Secret Jean wipe out Jinx just as we got here. So GG's to you, Secret Jean, for taking out the players from Jinx. Mitch, kuna shida na server, MS hukuwa juu sana. Mnaweza tuma screenshots to the community group and then it will be checked on. That's how maybe we can help you guys. But we have Rex Squad here. I've really done a number on the players from Team Sicarios. They have lost the two players, that is Buddy and Mahir. So far, only two remaining. And now, Ocean Stars has decided that they want to third party the players from Rec. They have taken one of their players back to lobby, leaving just Rec Tessa as the only one remaining from his team. And you can see their Mercenary Union taking on the players from Focus Esports. Already, Mercenary Union player lost is down. Demon King trying to get some cover on his teammates. That is from Focus Esports. Not a lot is happening here, but Focus Mikey is down. Baby is also down. Era and his teammate King are now trying to gather some courage and maybe get a push here on the players from Mercenary Union. Other than that, they might just be taken back to lobby sooner or later by the players from MU. They are up. Mikey taken back to lobby. Same to Baby. They have both been taken back to lobby. That leaves a 2v4 fight that is about to happen there between MU and Focus Esports. We have to anticipate this fight, to be honest, since they are two teams we have been waiting to see how they play. When they push each other, TS players are trying to get a push in the Ocean Stars here. Rex Squad has only one person remaining, that is Rectessa. He has a chance of maybe third party in this fight. So let's just wait and see. But one of the players, Motion Stars, is already down. We have to see what is going to happen here. Oh, look at that. Nade Abdallah with the Kobe there getting on the players from TS. That is Buddy, Maliboy, sorry. And now his teammate remains, that is Punisher with the DBS, having to do a 1v2 versus the players from Ocean Stars that are right in front of him once this revive happens between Abdallah and his knocked teammate leader. Will this work out? Nice nade getting cooked there by Punisher. He gets another knock on leader. DPS, S12K is out. They came to play, but then wrecked Tessa. Like I predicted, Tessa was just watching and waiting for that opportunity to third party that fight. And just like that, Rexford is the team that has survived the fight that was happening next to the bridge headed to military base. Looking at a focus error here, he's all one remaining from his team. We have seen the shotgun kill getting Mikey, taking him back to lobby immediately. So let's wait and see. We're about to see something happening here between the players from Focus and Mercenary Union. Okay, let's see how this works out. LTD gets pushed here. Nice pre-nade from Noti, goes for the players from VIP. We have Noti cooking up another nade. VIP and LTD have decided they want to engage in this fight early. Totally warranted. You can see Mkali, they are going for the close combat. Mkali is down, getting knocked there by Luxi. We can see a push happening from the LTD players. Shotgun is out to play. S12K gets a knock on the VIP player. Two players are remaining right now from VIP, and Luxi and his teammate and Neymar. They cannot get a revive on their knocked teammate, but anyway. Where is sure to represent us. We want him back. Mtafuteni, mpigeni masimu, mwambieni anatafutwa. Unaelewa? Tell him anatafutwa bwana. VIP players retreating, they are going away from the players from Team Unlimited. LTD Commander trying to get some damage on the player from VIP as he tries to retreat, but that does not go as planned because he retreats without getting exposed throughout the fight. Let's get it. LTD players now, VIP have retreated, so nothing is going to happen there because no one from VIP has stayed behind to engage in that fight. Sorry about that. So seeing that VIP have decided to retreat, LTD can now enjoy the game, maybe avoid fights anymore, just try to gather up more points for their team, because that might be the logical thing to do as of now if they're trying to get to improve their position by the end of the Kenya Somali League games. But let's go. Hate Esports getting closer to where we have Rex Squad. We have a beautiful player there, Demaria, still around. We've seen him playing in the DBS. We've seen how good he is in the DBS. And it's something we want to see more from him. And probably we'll see it. So let's just give it time. Rectors are not moving a muscle. He's not going to expose himself because these are the team getting closer where they are. And probably a fight might just happen sooner or later. Players from Hate moving around with the vehicle, trying to see if they can spot anyone next to them, but then Tessa is not moving there anytime soon. I am trying to understand why did Tessa not move when this fight ended here earlier. Why did he not move? Because people are watching the live and they can tell that there was someone here before. So once you finish your fight, why are you not moving to a safer place? Why are you staying at the same place when you can just move and avoid this fight? But it's okay. Everyone with their own type of strategy when it comes to the Kenya Somali League games. We can see Mercenary Union still far out from the zone, waiting on the last player from Focus Esports, that is Era. But my advice to them will be not to stay there, to just move and go towards the zone instead of risking losing their players to the zone when the zone decides to shift. Attack on Titan players here waiting patiently, not engaging in any fight as of now. Mm, let's look at other team. Okay, Rex got the solo, LTD with the duo there. Hate Esports is a full team. They were closer to where we had Rec Tessa there earlier. And probably if Tessa moves a muscle, they might push him and take him back to lobby. Then that would be it for the players from Rex Squad. We have Attack on Titans players getting to secure a place here. Zone is about to shift, so getting the right place to hold might be the best strategy as of now. But let's see. Team Execute also holding a compound. A TYC player Butcher doing the scouting here for his team has been spotted by Team Execute, and that is his signal not to go there and avoid that place at all cost if they're trying to improve their points. Let's watch and see how this is going to work out for them. EXE is still waiting patiently. People can change their position, to be honest. Being two games remaining, this being the grand finale, you don't have to be in the top three, but the game doesn't have to end with your team being a place maybe you did not want to be. So they have time uh, to come to it at the end of the day. They have to figure a strategy that works out for them. That's basically it. How do you talk Swahili with that good English? You got to teach me. But I'm Kenyan. Swahili is our language. That is our first language. English you learn in school. Yeah, throughout school, primary, high school, all that. So now we have the TYC players. They have been enjoying staying around here, shelter, engaging in their fight here. We had in the first Erangel game, that is in game two, we had them engaging in a fight against Rex Squad that was here also in this place that they are right now. And we had a fight transpiring there. But for now, uh, no one is here next to them apart from Team Execute. We can see Secret Gym taking on the Hate Esports players. Oh, Hate has been eliminated. GG's. That is quite unfortunate for Hate, Hate to be taken now. But they have one more game to recover, being that we are playing 5 games tonight in the grand finale. And that is basically what they need to put in their head. One more game to go for them to at least get some points for their team. But let's get it. Having their starting teams remaining, you can see here a lot is happening. Players are trying to make it to the zone. People are not exposing themselves that much. They're just playing it safe, trying to keep it a good, simple lobby for their team to get as many points as possible for them. But let's get it. Mm. Oh, sorry. We have TC here going to school. How? Why? But the zone is about to shift for the first time in Erangel. We are having a slower game than usual. I think the pressure is finally here. They are trying to, survive and see how they're going to make it to the finals in a good position for their team. And I believe that they're trying to do it in the best way possible for their team. Yes. Let's just see how this is going to work out for their team here, how they're going to play. For the people changing their location, Masna Union are going towards Yesnaya Poliana. We have Rex Squad going closer, which is the team top right now between Blacklist and DNS. The team that is leading as of now, it is DNS, but Blacklist are closing in the gap. They're going closer. They're actually pushing more and trying to get more kill points for their team, more position points for their team, and that is exactly how they're going to boost up their position between Blacklist and DNS. But as of now, DNS is the team that is leading, but Blacklist is not that far from them. Rex Squad players, a solo, Tessa, just moving around. We have EXE Mize passing by him, not exposing his location to them, not stopping to engage in a fight. And it's totally fine. It is warranted. He does not have to do that. He can just play it safe. Let's see what EXE is up to here. They're changing their location. DNS have Oh, Team Execute is going closer to where we have DNS, and we can see Mize has decided to stop. Might not be the best call for now because DNS is hunting for the skills. It is hunting to survive to get more points for his team, and that might just be EXE bringing them more points in case these things go sideways. But we know EXE is a good team there. We have Blacklist getting not on mine is down. Blacklist should not start losing their players. They have a chance of catching up. They need to find a way of keeping it that way. DNS Sporting Ltd, that means at least four teams are here in the same place. Arman has been tasked by Team Execute player there, Mize, taking him back to lobby immediately. Oh my days, that is unfortunately for for Blacklist having to lose a player, this being the fourth game of the night with five games to be played tonight. They need to see how they're going to survive at the end of the day. Attack on Titans having to move towards the zone. Seems like the fight might be in Yesnaya Poliana. For the people who do not have good earphones, this might not be your game because that place has a lot of tall buildings. People will be holding different rooms. If your earphones do not work, if your earphones are not good, you will not be getting a nice time there in Yesnaya Poliana. But let's see, Team Execute goes to the same place. We left them here with DNS holding the recall tower buildings in Yesnaya Poliana. And we might see them engage in a fight against each other sooner or later. So let's just wait and see how this is going to play out. Let's have here, yes, Naya. We have Secret Gene getting spotted there by VIP. Jinx were taken back to lobby by Secret Gene. That did happen abruptly. I don't think that was part of their plan, but it happens sometimes. Jinx, when the games were starting, they were the ones getting the winner of the chicken dinners. Even in the first day of the finals, they got their win. And from day two of the finals, they did not get any other win. And then Secret Gene started building up the wins. And now you can see they're in position three. The wins that they got from day one, day two are now catching up with them, giving them as many points as possible to survive in this Kenya Somali League games. So we have a blacklist here holding a compound, a building, sorry, in Yasnaya because Yasnaya is the home of buildings and tall, very tall buildings. And if you're not keen, you'll find a camper there waiting for you, and any mistake you make might just cost you or your team. Blacklist, the nade is in the hand here. He can hear the players from Secret Gene right in front of him, but then Secret Gene has players from VIP that are aware of their position. So for Secret Gene, they are being sandwiched as of now, and I don't know how it's going to work out for them, but a lot needs to be done for them to get to survive. So let's get it. Yasnaya is the place to be. The fight will be there, and somehow the zone looks like it's about to shift and leave Yasnaya. That will be a tough fight, to be honest. Once it goes open field, that will be one tough game to play. But let's get it. We have the players from Attack on Titans getting closer to the zone, just moving around, trying to see which place can they hold, getting into a very wide flank here, trying to pick a better location. Not engaging in that fight might be best. See that they're in position four. I believe they're playing towards getting more points for their team to try and make it to position three. Remember, we are in the grand finale, and uh, a lot might happen in the last two games. Position one might change, position two might change, position three might change, even the MVP might change. But we're just going to wait and see how this is going to play out. I can see Campi will not help in this match because points is what is needed. Well, Campi, yes, depends how they take it. They can hold and maybe wait to fight until the end of the game, maybe from position three there to get at least good position points. Masna Union taking a knock here on the TC player swashing. And the Chosen are now getting forced to engage in a fight. Attack on Titans right beneath them. Rex squad solo player Chessa, the last player from the team, seems to have been taken, but slowly we have a nade there getting cooked by Abdallah. Attack on Titans, the players getting closer. XYZ might be COVID. A net to the face. Oh, it's not a nade to the face. Abdallah cooks up a second nade. And we have some damage there on TC Abdallah, and the guy has been taken back to lobby. That means that the Chosen are in lobby. GG's Chosen. Let's see. Attack on Titans, and now we can see Gray and his teammates are willing to go towards the zone. The zone is now shifting, and it will be forcing people to engage in fights or maybe secure a position in the map that they feel is best. Yes, Nai is a tricky place, to be honest. I play Erangel a lot and I'm still not familiar. Okay, I'm familiar with the rooms, but surviving in Yes Nai, especially when there's a lot of teams, when your earphones are whack, there's nothing you can do. You'll just be giving the enemy a free kill, especially if you go to the wrong floor and they're waiting for you there patiently. But we have Secret Jean here in Naya looking at the players from Blacklist and right in front of him. A fight might just transpire there in case someone makes a mistake. DNS holding the same place we left them. We have the players from GST passing by. Team Execute holding the same compound. So a lot might change. Like I said, in the last two games, anything can happen. You can see DNS. It is not exposing. They're not exposing themselves. They are playing patiently. They do not want to lose any single player because that win is crucial. And the margin did close by the players from Blacklist getting at least a winner and a chicken dinner in Game 3. Sandhawk, Attack on Titans, and the Mercenary Union closer to each other. LTD players here. Let's get it. We'll be having something happening here. Oh, look at that damage. Gray has been damaged. Trying to get maybe some knock here on the Mercenary Union players. But what he doesn't know is that Mercenary Union have split across right above them. And anyone exposing themselves might be seen by either of the teammates. Doesn't have to be the one that you're trying to currently damage. Good, beautiful spray there from Demon King. Nice damage on Agure. Let's get it. AOT is really having a hard time here. I've seen where they've located them, situated themselves. Sorry, because VIP is now a third party in the fight. Gray has been taken. His teammate also, Kelly, has been taken. Just by how they have taken a position here in this Neapoliana, the zone is shifting. The buildings might not be in zone anymore. Let's just see what PUBG has in mind. But this might be one of those tricky games. And when you play, where you hold is what matters. DNS taking out Blacklist. Blacklist was closing the gap, but it seems like it is no longer going to be that way because DNS is stopping their XYZ is really low. Beautiful damage from VIP. Let's get it. No Face, being the last one remaining from his team, has been carrying the team for a while, getting the MVP, the damage, the knocks for his team. Now he's a solo and he's going towards a Mercenary Union team that is currently engaging in a fight against, I believe, the TYC team. Nades are flying in. TYC Smith is close. Nice nade there on TYC Smith. It misses him by a minute. Otherwise, TYC Smith would have been knocked by that grenade. We have the Mercenary Union players changing at their location here. Because of the zone coming in, even TYC have decided to move, and just like that, PUBG has decided, right, we are going to give you a very hard time in this fourth game, and the zone is in open field. Depending on where you are, you might get at least a good amount of knocks. TYC third party in the fight there, getting knocks on Mercenary Union. Attack on Titans have been wiped out. Secret Jean also enjoying this fight, taking some knocks on TYC's is the player from Mercenary Union, Demon King. Blacklist losing players to the zone, that is quite unfortunate. DNS is also not in zone as such, but they need to make it in zone because Team Execute is waiting on them patiently to shoot and go towards the zone. TYC right now also have to move. The zone is now shifting. For our 6 teams remaining, they need to figure out how are we going to survive this at the end of the day. Beautiful Kobe there from EXE. Grenadier from Team Execute. We have a second nade there, and Team Execute have been wiped out by the nade. Mercenary Union joins the party. The nade might just damage them. Team Execute players is on a roll. We have another nade. Will he be wiping out the second team? And we have just like that, Team Execute wiping out Mercenary Union, and the player is the one dominating. Music getting the task there has been spotted, knocked immediately, and Mercenary Union player lost, has been wiped out. Literally, EXE players wiping out 2 teams. Let's go, let's get it. He has been getting a lot of points for his team from the word go, even from the game, the previous Erangel game that was in game 2. We saw how he performed, and he took teams back to lobby using the same grenade skill that he seems to be showing to be really good at, that is grenading. Let's see, Team Execute. We have just 3 teams remaining. DNS, Focus Esports has been playing a slow game as well. We have not been seeing them that much, but the zone is now shifting. Players are coming closer to each other. Screw with the damage there on the DNS player, Tony. Nades are flying in from DNS. They're trying to get the players from EXE. One grenade. wipes out the whole team from Team Execute. DNS Klaus did not come to play. We have a push there on Focus Esports player, and just like that, Dark Knight Stalkers take the win again for tonight. DNS is really putting up a fight, by the way, and this is not even something we have to ignore because DNS DNS is really putting up a fight. That was a really beautiful winner chicken dinner from the Dark Knight Stalkers. We have to give it to their Klaus. Gets one whole team, that is a team execute, takes them back to lobby using one grenade. That was too beautiful to ignore. So good stuff there from DNS player Klaus. We also have to give it to EXE player Skrr for the beautiful grenade there. He also got to wipe out TYC, got a couple of knocks on Mercenary Union. I mean, that last fight in Erangel seems to be the fight we have all been wanting to see, because even for the first Erangel, we had the same intense final zone. And it seems that's something that we are going to be anticipating every time you're playing Erangel in the Kenya Somali League games. But unfortunately, we just have one more match to go and we will call it a night for the Kenya Somali League games. So GG's to you, Dark Knight Stalkers, for getting another win tonight. That means the gap between Blacklist and Dark Knight Stalkers has become bigger, and one game remains for Blacklist to prove if they can close it or not, and I'm not sure they can, but we'll have to see how we're going to get, maybe to see the overall points at the end of the night to see will Blacklist be at least in position 2 or in position 1. But let's just look at the team stats for the Dark Knight Stalkers. We have CR7 Shi with 2 kills, Pato with 2, Klaus with 3, and then Tony with 3. Klaus there getting a damage of 341. I'm guessing that is when they started engaging in a fight and the damage came in and the kill came in for DNS Klaus. So GG's to you, Dark Knight Stalkers, for that winner chicken dinner there on their team. We have to give him that. Let's have a look at the results here for game number 4. Dark Knight Stalkers getting 20 points, and you have to look for the Blacklist team because they were the ones that are trying to close that margin, and they only gained 2 points. That means that the gap has not really closed, but instead it has become bigger than they had anticipated. And we have EXE there getting 12 points, with MU getting also 12, so that means MU might have also closed the margin a little bit. Of course, our match MVP has to be EXE Skrr, because we saw those grenades, we saw those wipes on the players from TYC, on the players from Mercenary Union. We saw him getting them, taking them back to lobby. That has been really interesting to see. And of course, the damage 687 is worth it. He's also the same person who took out the players from Mercenary Union, so that is definitely expected. Look at the total eliminations for the two teams, that is DNS and EXE. The margin is just 3 eliminations, with DNS at 10, EXE at 7. Damage dealt is almost equal, a small margin over at least 10-15 points. And for the knockouts, EXE seems to be the ones that were doing a lot in that game, and they did really put up a fight there for their team. So GG's to you, their team execute, and also DNS for the winner chicken dinner. But Dark Knight Stalkers, we have to talk about, they have good coordination. Looking at the match report here for the game 4, we have the player the most eliminations, EXE Skrr, getting 7 eliminations, highest damage 687, that is Skrr. And grenade eliminations 4, we saw that live, is Skrr. Longest elimination, we have 1 Kuz from MU with 314 meters, and then top traveler, we have Emperor there with 3072 meters travel in that game 4. Well, that is it for tonight's 4th game. We have one more game to go, and that is game 5 Miramar. I'll be seeing you guys in a few. Do not go anywhere. Just like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back. All right, welcome back to the final game for the Kenya Somali League Games grand finale. I mean, I can see a lot of comments here saying a lot of things, about different teams that people are seeing are going to win, some teams that maybe are carrying the region. I can see there the teams that people are saying that are carrying Kenya. But otherwise, we have to wait and see how it is going to end after today. This being the last game of the night, this is where we'll decide which team will be taking position one, two, and three together with the MVP. So let's get to the last game, that is Miramar. All right, so we are finally here for the last game of the night, that being Miramar. We're yet to see which team is going to win, but as of us, I mean, it is inevitable, we can just accept that DNS is the team that is going to win this Kenya Somali League games with the margin that has been created from the word go, with how people have seen what DNS has been doing with how they've taken their wins. So far, two winner chicken dinners in the last game of the last games of the night. Sorry, shows how much dedication they're trying to put in for their win. And what's surprising is that DNS does not engage in a fight at the beginning of the game. If they do, maybe they have been forced to do so because they have. A team that is next to them. But other than that, it is very rare to have them engaging in that fight very early. But let's just wait and see. This is the last game. Blacklist is also catching up. Secret Gene is also somewhere there. And we have Attack on Titans together with the Mercenary Union trying to do something for their team to maybe get it to the top three, because Attack on Titans and Mercenary Union are almost close in terms of points and what their margin is to get into the top three. So we might never know, but let's just give it and wait and see. But before anything starts, let me give the last shout out, because it is the last game of the night, and we have to give it to our sponsors, that is Ocean Galaxy from Somalia, and then we have Nate Bravo from Kenya doing the sponsorship for these games. We have a fast fight focus sponsor taking on people with some blades here. Quite unfortunate for that team, but we can see Ocean Stars here. We have Team Hate in the same place. We're about to see a fight happening here. So now later, Mercenary Union and Blacklist have decided the fight is going to start now, not any other minute less, before even the games starts, before even the zone shifts, and before anything gets better. But it's fine. Let's just give it that. We are going to wait and see which team is going to get the winner in a chicken dinner. But focus there, losing players, but Jinx have been wiped out for the game. That means that is it for the Kenya Somali League games for Team Jinx. Team Hate trying to get a push here on the Ocean Stars. Will we have anything happening here? Will we have a fight transpiring sooner or later? But let's just wait and see. Ocean Stars, right next to them, Hate Esports. For Ocean Stars, you have only two players here. Close to their Hate is Team Hate, not Hate Esports. Team Hate are close to each other. Fight might transpire there sooner or later. You can see Mercenary Union already. Their teammates are getting knocked by Blacklist. The fight is really happening there between these two teams. Prison be the last one remaining, and for Mercenary Union, that is it for them in the Kenya Somali League games. Quite unfortunate that they have been taken back slowly that early. This being the final game, of course, we have teams that are going to really let it go. They won't really put in that much effort for their points. And it's unfortunate because the last game sometimes does help. You can get to position three, doesn't have to be position one. You can become the MVP just because of the eliminations you're going to get from that game. But well, everyone with their own strategy. I'm just talking as a streamer here and a caster, trying to analyze the game with you guys. And that's what I'm seeing some people are doing as of now. Looking at the map there, we do not have a lot of teams that have landed together. You can see Team Execute. They are safe in their place that they felt they need to land in, and no one is really pushing them or anything of that sort. So they have a good time to loot, get enough nades, meds, ammo, armor. They'll be very good to engage in a fight when the time comes. Looking at every other team, they're almost close to each other. We might have even fights happening here sooner or later. It's going to be quite interesting to see what happens here. But let's wait and see for the Ocean Stars to get their push on. Hey, esports, nice nade. Curry is not naded, but that nade was almost close to where he was. That was a beautiful grenade coming from them. Uh, let's see how this is going to work out. Ocean Stars, I hate esports. We have teams right now, they have to move towards the zone. The zone is shifting. People are, of course, going to move towards each other. The fights are going to happen now. We're going to have people getting closer. And third party fights, it's the last game. Some teams will be serious about it, some teams will not. So the fights might be a little bit more intense with how some people have already lost hope, some haven't. But let's give it time. Let me not predict, and maybe I am judging them, and maybe they might be taking it seriously uh, at the end of the day. But let's wait and see. Ocean Star player Curry waiting patiently with the UMP. I thought it was a DBS. He's getting pushed. Nice with fire. Shotgun is out. I love the sound of the S1. Very, very satisfying sound. And just like that, Ocean Stars have been eliminated. Ocean Stars, another team has been taken back to lobby. The zone is starting to shift now. Teams are now moving towards the zone together. A fight will soon transpire here between the teams that encounter each other as they try to move towards the zone. But let's wait and see how this is going to work out. Team Execute is still changing their location. As you can see, even in the map itself, they do not have a lot of teams surrounding them, and that is quite interesting because that gives them the upper hand. They can really choose not to fight at all till the end of the game. They can just hold the building and stay there quietly. Put some music to play in the background, they watch a movie with, of course, working earphones just to be sure no one is pushing them. But for Team Execute, they seem to be holding the best position as of now. Some teams need to move towards the zone. You have Secret Gene there, is very far away from the zone. They need to move. They need to get closer to the zone before it becomes damaging, because Miramar is big, and this distance from the blue zone to the zone that is safe, that is a safe zone, they are going to have to cover a big distance before anything does happen. But I'm vouching there for Blacklist to maybe improve, not improve, sorry, but to close the margin even more compared to how they did in the previous game. The margin there was closed very, very well. They did a very nice, slow game, and that got them good points, enough for them to be in position two. But unfortunately for the previous game, they only got 2 points, and I don't think that was their plan. But they have this game to recover and maybe move Secret Gene from position 2, or Secret Gene to move or Blacklist to move DNS from position 1. We never know. $500 is on the line. Prize pool distribution, I'm guessing it was around 200, 150, 100, and then 50. I'm guessing that was how it was distributed between the teams. But let's see how this works out. We have TC here getting surrounded. The team's right in front of them. There's a team right there. Rex Squad is right in front of them. Behind them, they have another team that is GST. So they're basically sandwiched at this point. But they can survive. You never know. They have made the right call. They have chosen not to engage in this fight at all. Rex Squad getting to spot here the TC team. And see how this is going to work out. Beautiful spray there from Hemo. Tries to get some damage to the GST team. Nice work there, Hemo. He's trying to survive for his team, so that's a good thing. Sorry about that. We want to see, will Rec take GST, or will GST take Rec, or will GST take a TC? So you have 3 teams at the same place. Some of the GST players have been knocked. Same to TC, they have some knocks on their side also. And Nadis needs to get revived before Rec Squad decides that they want to get a push happening here on the team that is right in front of them, and that is GST. Hey, Rec everyone there. Man of the match. But we have him there taking a grenade elimination. Rick, everyone, has done a really good flank, to be honest. He can spot the players from GST, but then he has to be careful. He is far away from his teammates. If anything happens, if he is knocked, that is going to be an immediate fast on him there. Beautiful spray from him and gets a knock. GST Cones is down. Rexford right now really needs to move closer, because they have been getting those knocks on the players from GST. They have been getting them back to back. They just need to find a way of maybe changing this, maybe getting more points for their team. GST gets pushed. We have seen this type of fight before in the semi-finale, Rec versus GST. We had GST being taken back to lobby by Rec squad. Beautiful knock there by Nowadays getting an S12 knock and the fast on Rec. You know, there beautiful cover from the players from Rec. GST Fox getting the fast there on Tessa. That means the Fox is the only one remaining from his team. The players from Rec squad are getting closer. He was able to get at least two players from Rec squad. We can hear gunfire. That means that there's someone coming closer. Rec Hemo is damaged. He's low. Secret Gene joins the party. We have GST Fox taking that kill from Secret Gene. GG's on that, but unfortunately, he has also been spotted and has been taken back to lobby by Secret Gene. So far, a couple of teams have already been taken back to zone. Like I said, this being the final game, some people are not going to take it seriously. But we have Rick Everyone, man of the match, cooking up a nade there. Seeing the players from Secret Gene, he's surrounded. He's trying to think on his feet. He holds a nade, tries to cook up another Kobe. Kazu's waiting patiently there. Will we have something happening here? But then, oh, okay. Okay, nice thinking. He has decided he doesn't want to engage. That is totally fine. Probably that is a strategy the teammates have told him to take as of now, and it is totally allowed. But the vehicle there might just cost him. He needs to leave that vehicle as soon as he can, because that vehicle might be the end of him. Nice there. He made it safely. We have a team here, Team Hate and the Chosen. Team Hate, we have nades getting cooked towards him. A lot of nades. Passes him, a few of them. Nice net there on the head. Esports player Di Maria. We have our DBS player has been knocked there by TC Abdallah, grenadier from the Chosen. Of course, we have to acknowledge people. You've seen them getting grenades, grenade knocks and kills for their teams, and Abdallah is one of them. Abdallah trying to get the flank here, trying to get closer to get a push, but Uzumaki is waiting for him patiently to make a mistake. Team SICARIOS has also been wiped, taken back to lobby. Abdallah is down. Where are the teammates here? Okay, we can see Swash getting closer. Swash is definitely getting closer here, and we'll have a fight happening here sooner or later. But let's see. He is doing a really nice flank here. Rex Scott has also been eliminated. That means their last solo player has been found and taken back to lobby. So GG's on that. And Tycoons have been eliminated. GG's. Hate. Team Hate. They have a team right in front of them. That was the players from TC. But it seems like they're no longer closer to them. But what they do not know is that TC Swash was right behind them when this fight was happening. So when they're not careful, like I said, he made the flank and he hasn't been spotted. He's waiting patiently from the player from Hate to move a little bit farther away. But the steps have been heard. That is when you know the player has video phones. And you have a push coming in there. M249 in the hand, 140 bullets ready to be used. This is enough to take out a team. Past the second knock, the shotgun there getting some good damage on this guy. TC Swashi giving us almost a wipe. Will it be a wipe because the nade is getting cooked? We did a Kobe from you, Swashi. Let's get it. Nades from both sides. Beautiful damage there on the team hate player. He's damaged. Kevin is still damaged. He's healing up. He has gotten time to heal up. Oh my god, TC Swashi. That would have been a good squad wipe coming from him, but unfortunately, he was just but a solo. That was good. Nice job there, TC Swash. Good play coming from you. Now we have 9 teams remaining. Can you believe that? This is Miramar, last game of the night. People have lost hope. Some have not lost hope. Some are trying to gather their points for their team. We have VIP here, Blacklist engaging in a fight. You can see the teams are getting knocked. People are really letting loose, to be honest. People are not not really taking the fight seriously. They're not playing like classic games now. VIP is down. Blacklist players are now trying to gather as many points as possible. If you're being sloppy in the game, Blacklist will enjoy your kills. They're already at 60 feet here. That means they're really gathering the points here, trying to close the margin between position 1, 2, and 3. VIP right in front of them there. Let's see how it's going to work out, because already they have been engaging in a fight against Blacklist, and Neymar gets a knock here on Emperor. This is nice. I can still see the Dark Knight Stalker fan still there in the chat, giving his team the sight that they need, because that team is really putting up a fight, and that's something we have to really acknowledge. Because that's so good coming from you guys. So good coming from DNS. We have Deadly Team. They have a team right next to them that is the Attack on Titans. Nades, Molly's flying. We might see something here sooner or later, so let's just give it time. Okay, sorry about that. Had to check on something. And we have Heartless here coming and vouching for the Masna Union team. Unfortunately for MU, they have already been taken back to lobby. They didn't really survive at the fight they encountered. Oh, Deadly missed there with a beautiful spray on XYZ. But then we had a flank here from Kelly going towards the players from Deadly. But what they do not know is that there's a player there, Roke. He is waiting patiently. Missed cooks up a nade. Oh, he cancelled it. Okay. Cooks up another nade. He can hear Gray getting closer. Beautiful spray from XYZ. Nade flies in towards Gray. He does not get a Kobe, but he does get closer to Gray. Nice cover here from XYZ. Gets a knock here on Deadly Mist. And of course, they're going to get pushed. No Face is damaged. They're trying to get a push here on Deadly Clan. Mist changes his location. No Face. Sports Mist as he changes his location. Do you have a knock from the baggy? Look at the damage they're putting on this guy. Deadly Mist is really low, and we have a knock there. Beautiful spray from Kelly. Let's get it, Kelly. So Deadly Mist is in lobby. Deadly Voke is down. That means only one guy remains from the Deadly clan, and that is Deadly Arnie. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This is really, really interesting to see, to be honest. People are really putting up a fight. Yani ile ya kabisa kabisa. Damn. But let's go. So now we have 9 teams remaining. How surprising is that? It is not surprising. I had expected the games to go fast because this is the last game of the night. People are going to play aggressively compared to how they were played initially in the group stage, semi-finales, in the finale day 1 and 2, and the first few games we've had so far. But this being the last game, of course, we are going to have a lot of aggressive gameplay now that the players have let loose and have accepted their current position and points for that game. Mhm. Okay, good. So we have Blacklist. They're still around. They took a couple of fights there from VIP, but then VIP decided they don't want this fight. You can see Team Execute. I told you they are the teams that are holding the best position as of this game. They're patiently awaiting the zone continue shifting. Honestly, there's no need to change your position. Then why change it? You can just stay at the same place, but oh, lo and behold, the zone changes its view. Blacklist, they're getting at least 2 knocks. The VIP, one knock, sorry, Neymar is down. The player there from VIP, Luxi, trying to change his location to get the revive on his knocked teammate. Blacklist is really pressuring the VIP team. They're not letting them have a good time in this game. But EXE right now has to move. Every other team that is not in the zone has to move. You can see Secret Gene trying to make it to the zone. Attack on Titans also doing a beautiful flank. A team execute is already flanking. Focus Esports getting some damage, and Luxi, he's also getting damage as he tries to go down this hill. But what he doesn't know is that Secret Gene is here. Secret Jane might be joining them right now in this fight that is currently happening. We might see some fights between these teams that are right here next to each other. They just have to be keen enough not to expose themselves to that type of fight. But let's see how this plays out. Attack on Titans at a safe place. I can see they're doing the same thing as Team Execute, choosing their places to hold and when to push, when to move, and all that. And it is definitely going to pay out if they have a goal of moving maybe to the position 3 in the ranks, or even just to hold their position 4 and maybe get an MVP title. But we have executor, we have them holding this compound. They have this just got inside the zone, and they took the best building in the game. They are doing just as I predicted. They are basically playing a slow game, choosing the zones to go to, choosing when to engage in a fight, and this is how you get yourself an easy win. Third party getting free kills and people are knocked right in front of you. Anything can happen, and for Team Execute, that is exactly what they're looking to do tonight. We have nades getting cooked. Focus Esports going towards Blacklist, and Blacklist trying to cook up a nade here. Who will get the Kobe? Scarface gets a nade done next to him. Nice damage here from Era's nade. He realizes that he is exposed. He's receiving the damage and he wants to retreat, but he decides to cook up another nade. Scarface definitely putting up a fight. That is something we have seen happen a lot. Blacklist does not back out from a fight unless it is necessary. But if they can take it, they take it as it is and engage in that fight. Focus Esports right in front of them. Team Hate, and next where we have Team Execute. Of course, a fight will happen there sooner or later. But Team Execute for this last game has decided to do a slow game and not to expose themselves to fight this early. Blacklist is still cooking up nades. The focus is really low. Will we have a knock here? We have a knock from VIP, third party in the fight. But then again, beautiful Kobe there from Scarface, taking the players from Focus Esports all the way back to lobby. GG's to you, Blacklist. They're really trying to close this margin. To be honest, DNS really needs to be careful with how Blacklist is coming. The margin between the two teams, yes, is somehow big, but not that big if they can get at least maybe 10 points in terms of position. That is by them getting a winner chicken dinner and then getting as many kills as possible. And that is exactly what we're seeing them doing. Anytime a team passes by, you can see Blacklist trying to get at least some kills there from that team. And that has been helping them since they came from position 3, took their position 2. I don't know about position 1 anymore because DNS is also playing a slow game and they want that winner chicken dinner. Final zone fight might just be intense as the previous games we have seen, game 4 and 2 in Erangel. Those are the two maps we have seen as aggressive games as of tonight. DNS Klaus spots the players from Blacklist. These two teams are about to engage in a fight that is going to be interesting because they are both fighting for the same thing, and that is the win on the tonight's last game for the Kenya Somali leagues. We have Secret Jean going for that push. Beautiful nade from EXE. Nice damage on the Nox player from Secret Jean. Mize gets closer. Nade is getting cooked. He's still holding the nade. He's getting pushed. Bounces the nade back. That's good thinking. I think he's the grenadier for his team, to be honest, with how he's been taking those nade eliminations, the knocks and the thrusts. He's been doing a really good job when it comes to that. And for this last game, we have not seen him doing that yet, but probably when he gets the chance, we'll have him getting good Kobe's on the players that are right next to him. Well, let's go. Secret Jean, just above them is Team Execute. Right in front of them, Team Hate. VIP Wanted have also gotten closer. We still have Attack on Titans in the same place. Everyone is basically in the same place as of now. Mize cooks up the player there from Secret Jean. Neymar getting knocked and tested by Hate Esports. The push is happening. EXE getting closer. DBS is out. Players from Secret Jean have been wiped out. That means Blacklist can hold their position too without thinking too hard about it. Now, what they have to work for is getting position 1. But question is, how big is that margin for Blacklist to catch up? Because the DNS team did win 2 winner chicken dinners. Blacklist did win 1. That made them get closer to DNS. They had a margin around let's say 14, 15 points. But now that DNS won another chicken, will that be a problem for the players from Blacklist? DNS goes directly for that push. They're receiving some fire there from Attack on Titans. Okay, XYZ is down. That means DNS is ready to take up a fight. Nice net there from DNS player CR7. They're trying to get the players from EXE. Attack on Titans also joining this fight. We have Mize watching the AOT player as they get closer. He tries to get some cover here, gets a good damage here. We have a knock. Mize, he should have continued spreading there. Probably he would have gotten at least a knock there. We have EXE and DNS. Pressure is really high now. XYZ, that is Attack on Titan player, is still down, hasn't been revived, has been tested. This isn't going as planned for the Attack on Titans team. Team Hate is just watching as this happens. They're not exposing themselves. Blacklist is also not exposing themselves. But then DNS is thirsty for those kills. They need to move their points a little bit higher so that the Blacklist do not take position 1 from them. EXE players getting pushed by DNS. They're getting closer by the minute. I cannot see any DBSs from Team Execute, but you can hear the STALKERS from DN. No way! Mize just got his own teammate, and that gave them a disadvantage from the DNS team, and they immediately going for that push. You can see what is happening here. EXE players getting knocked. They're receiving the pressure, and that is it for Team Execute. Hiya! That happened too fast there, but hey, esports, Attack on Titans, the DNS, and Blacklist are not the only teams remaining. That fight was too good to be true here for the players from DNS. That push was flawless. Attack on Titans losing players. They have only one guy remaining now, that is Kelly. He's the grenadier for the team. I've not seen him doing an aggressive play yet for his team. He's not really an assaulter. But when the time comes, of course, even the grenadier becomes an assaulter, and you can see them really putting up a fight for their team. We have DNS now trying to third party the fight here between Team Hate and DNS. Will you have anything transpiring? We do not know. Blacklist going for that push. Beautiful pre-nade. DNS, Blacklist, Attack on Titans. These three teams are battling out for the winner in a chicken dinner. Excuse me, battling it out to see which team is going to take this home. Scarface is down, DNS is not late in Scarface, and his team get this win, not at any point. So Blacklist has two players remaining, that is the Shu and Emperor. As the only ones remaining from their team, he's trying to get some damage on the DNS team. There's a lot that needs to be done. The players from DNS again are really playing aggressively. Yes, they have been aggressive from the word go, but this last fight, they have really put their best foot forward and they're going for that push. They're really putting the pressure. Klaus has been dusted there. uh, DNS losing players, Blacklist losing players. Now for DNS, they have three players. For Blacklist, they have two. And then Attack on Titan solo still holding it, doesn't want to expose his location. He's just waiting for the two teams to take each other out, and then he can maybe engage in that fight. Excuse me, but this is really interesting to be honest. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Kelly just mollied himself. Wow, what? Anyway, it's fine. Sometimes giving up is the best option. In these types of situations, sometimes you're getting pushed by a team that is as crazy as DNS. You'll just take yourself back to lobby. Blacklist there having a hard time from DNS. We have a one knock there from Blacklist player, but unfortunately he's outnumbered. But then the Dark Knight Stalkers, let's get it. DNS is really, really up for that win. They have done literally everything that they could to be the team that wins the Kenya Somali League games. Well, we have finally come to the end for the Kenya Somali League games. We have watched from the word go from group stage, semi-finale, finals. We are here, the last game of the night for the finale, and that is Miramar. That is the Dark Knight Stalkers for you guys. They have gotten the winner chicken dinners from the word go. They have been going for those wins. Blacklist there, trying to catch up, trying to see what they can do, trying to maybe be at the same level as the DNS team, but it did not work out for them because DNS is an aggressive team. To be honest, that is very impressive coming from them, especially the fight that they had against Team Execute. They went directly for that push. They did themselves. They did not wait for Team Execute to push them. And just like that, they did a really good fight. And now DNS takes their win home. Having the most eliminations here, we have DNS Tony with 638 damage with 4 kills. CR7 coming in with 3, damage of 394. We have Pato with 3, damage of 159. And then Klaus with 2, and a damage of 117. To be honest, that is really good play coming from the Dark Knight Stalkers. They really do have good team synergy and have enjoyed seeing that in play. The margin there has gone even higher between DNS and Blacklist. Of course, it's not that big, really, but from last game, the margin became really, really big. And DNS gets themselves 22 total points there from this last game. Blacklist getting 17, and then Attack on Titans getting 12. Secret Gene, unfortunately, only got 3 points from the last game. I don't think that changes their position in the overall ranking, but we will see that before the game ends tonight. Looking at the match MVP again, we saw Scarface with the MVP in game 4. He's not the MVP again in game 5, getting 6 kills and dealing a damage of 824. So GG's to you, Scarface, for getting the MVP for your team, even though you did not get yourselves the winner chicken dinner, or even maybe the position 1. I'm not going to speculate. I'm just going to wait for the overall ranking, and then we can conclude on whether you guys made it maybe to still remain in position 2, or maybe you were maybe 2-3 points away from getting the position 1. We just never know. But congratulations to you, Scarface, for the MVP title more than once tonight. Let's have a look at the head-to-head. We have their 12 eliminations from the Dark Knight Stalkers and Blacklist 11. The damage dealt by Blacklist is too big. They really tried to get as many points as possible. You saw them taking up all fights that were coming. The fights were coming towards them. They were not backing out for any fight. Even the knockouts there, they're leading from the DNS team. They have 11 knockouts, and then we have DNS with 7. You can see how much fight they did put up there from the word go. So it's really a good thing to see for Blacklist. Unfortunately, they did not get their win, but I have enjoyed watching the Blacklist team really put up a fight from the beginning of the last game. It was really a nice thing to watch, and I enjoyed every single fight coming from them. Looking at the match report here, most elimination we have seen Scarface there with 6 eliminations from Blacklist. Highest damage Blacklist player Shu with 1015. Grenadier with 2 eliminations, Scarface. And longest elimination 281 meters, we have VIP Neymar, and the top traveler 3243 meters travel. We have Blacklist player Emperor. So GG's, to be honest, you can see the titles there. Blacklist has really taken almost all of them, just 4 out of 5, because they really did put up a fight this last game. They have tried their level best to take position 1 from the DNS team, but unfortunately the win did not work out for them, and of course it was not something they had planned for to happen in their team. So GG's to you guys. That is the Blacklist. And for the Dark Knight Stalkers, even though we have not seen them in the match report, by the way, I don't know how we have not seen them, but it's okay. We thought we'd see them there. But I have to talk about this fight. You saw TC Swashi here. He almost wiped out the team that is the team hate. He was so close, but he was outnumbered. So it's quite unfortunate that he was outnumbered. But if the team was around, this guy would have probably taken the players from hate all the way back to lobby. So we have to give it there to Swashi for that fight. For the rest of the other teams, everyone basically tried, to be honest. Most of the teams were exposed. You can see how many times Blacklist was engaging in fights from the beginning. For Team Execute, they secured a beautiful slot from the beginning of the game. They just started, when they landed, they took the safest place that they could think, and when the zone shifted, they took also another safe place they thought they could hold. But let's see how DNS took them out, because that push was too good to be true. Team Execute players were destroyed even before they could have time to react. They were wiped out by the DNS team. Blacklist then came in, decided, you know what, we are going to push DNS. But well, it is what it is, man. It happens. You can see how Shu tried to, get as many points for his team, but it did not work out, and it was quite unfortunate for him. So we have watched exactly 5 games tonight in the grand finale for the Kenya Somali League games. Game 1, we had Attack on Titans getting the win. Game 2, DNS. Game 4, DNS, and 5, DNS. So basically, Dark Knight Stalkers literally had 3 winner chicken dinners, and then you had the third match with Blacklist getting a win. So you can imagine if Blacklist got at least 2 wins tonight, they were so close from taking the winner chicken dinner, even the position 1 from the Dark Knight Stalkers. But sometimes it does happen, because there's a game they only added, I think, 5 points to their scores, and that did cost them. But there is room for improvement, guys. This will not be the last Kenya Somali League game that you'll ever play. There will be more in the near future. You just have to wait and experience more of them, and I'm hoping we'll see more teams joining. Probably now we've learned a few things. It was our first time as the Kenyan and the Somali organizations to come in, and it was really good. It was really good. So let's check this out. This is the first win here from Attack on Titans. How they got the last player from Focus Esports, baby. He was a numbered man. We have to tell him it was unexpected though. The zone pushed him, forced him to move, and then the AOT took them. This though the Erangel game, the intense Erangel game, where I thought Execute was the one that was going to win, but then GST took them down, and then we had the last player from EXE been taken back to lobby while he was just about to have a winner chicken dinner for his team. Frozen was the last one. We saw this. He almost had it, but DNS CR7, my guy, look at that beautiful spray and that crate. For Arnie here, he was just a solo. I believe he couldn't do much. XYF was a solo, also couldn't do much. TC was also a solo, tried to get at least one knock, but then again, he was a solo, couldn't do much. Deadly Arnie tried to maybe expose himself to maybe get a knock, but it did not work out. And just like that, that is how Blacklist got their winner chicken dinner on game 3. EXE Skrr's grenades were here. This is where he wiped out Master Union team execute players. Skrr, good stuff from you. To be honest, he really did a good job. Then we had DNS player Klaus, one grenade, wiped out the whole team execute player. You can imagine how intense that was. And for the last game, this is how Blacklist almost took the winner chicken dinner from DNS. But then, unfortunately for them, they were outnumbered. They had only two players remaining from their team, that is a Blacklist. And when he got his first knock on DNS, he couldn't do much because, he was outnumbered. And just like that, DNS won their third winner chicken dinner tonight. And there we go. Finally, we have the results after the last game for the Kenya Somali League games. And congratulations to the Dark Night Stalkers for winning the Kenya Somali League games. And they have been officially crowned the winners with a total of 201 points. Not officially, it is the main post, you guys. But good stuff from you. Coming second, Blacklist. They really did put up a fight. 172 points. The margin is not that big. They would have closed it with at least a winner chicken dinner and good points from the game that they fumbled. But they tried. Secret Gene are the ones taking the third position with 139 points. Attack on Titans was really pushing for that to take them out of that place, but they could not. MU and AOT, they did just somehow. AOT player gave up on the last fight, that is the last zone, but for MU, they went back to lobby too early. But you can see at least they got 100 plus points for their team. But we have enjoyed the Kenya Somali League games, to be honest. We knew Dark Knight Stalkers were going to take this win from the way they started playing in the finals, how they were coordinated, and how they were taking the winner chicken dinners. We thought Mercenary Union, someone had voted for Mercenary Union to be the team that was going to win, but unfortunately, it did not happen that way. And sometimes it does. Sometimes, the game doesn't just take you, and it happens. So we have to just accept it. But then again, congratulations to you, DNS, for that win. You deserve it. And I have really enjoyed hosting you guys. For those who do not know me, my name is basically highlighted there. I go by the name Mitch Gaming, and I've been your caster for the Kenya Somali League Games finale with GPE making a lot of noise in my ears. But they have really made me enjoy casting these games, and it has been an honor. Hoping to see you guys sooner or later. Bye-bye.